what I'm dealing with. Okay, yeah, it worked. Oh god, it worked.
Yay,
Oh god, oh
did
god,
it!
oh god.
Yay!
I just think it's funny that I, as the barbarian, have a higher will save. This is the first time that's ever happened.
I have 0 will right now. My will has been destroyed. Just so
What do you mean
people
by
know what
bringing
we're
up the maps?
Well, if you bring them up for our viewers, that'll be fine.
Oh, you want me to do that?
Is that cool?
Okay.
So
yeah,
why don't
sure.
we introduce characters and kind of where your aspects came from before we jump into the Book of the Dead. So if you didn't know, I'll tell everyone this. Book of the Dead is the newest book that just came out for Pathfinder 2nd edition. In it, this whole book is about the dead, right? Or the undead, as it was. You're basically dealing with zombies, ghouls, gas, but it goes into even more, right? Like now they gave you can play a vampire, but me and Fabio had a whole conversation about how like it's not as awesome as you would think.
It's dumb.
Which was kind of sad. They brought in skeleton as now a new ancestry, so you could be an actual skeleton. They expanded on more lore, so like you can learn about like what makes a vampire, the different types of vampires there are, because now they have the TN vampires, the generic vampires that you would deal with, think like Dracula and Bram Stoker, and then you have like these even older vampires, which are the Valsolk or something.
Are those like Nosferatu vampires?
They kind of look like Nosferatu. Yeah, they're like the oldest. Yeah, and they look ugly as sin. They're the oldest vampires.
Yeah, that's Nosferatu.
Methuselahs.
Yeah, Methuselahs. They have a ton of lore now. So that's kind of what Book of the Dead is. It's all about undead. They added in 7 new archetypes for like playing, right? Like so you could play a exorcist and stuff like that. And they added in several undead archetypes. Now you could be a ghoul, you could be a vampire, you could be a ghost, a ghast, a lich, and there's a few other ones, but you should get the book. So anyway, in the book at the very end is a one-shot, and we're gonna kind of jump around into the one-shot, mess around, and everyone kind of made a character based on dealing with undead. So Zach, why don't you tell us who you're playing, your character name, and kind of like what we're looking at here.
That's what set you rep.
All right. My name is Amud of the Sand, Ferryman of Wayward Souls, assistant to the senior cleric of Anubis, and known by his cousins in the southern desert as Mud. So he has some hick cousins in the south that call him Mud. So that's what he goes by through his friends. He is a cleric of Anubis. I wanted to at first I wanted to do like a necromancer, but we are playing against. I was notified we were playing against undead, so it probably wouldn't have worked out in my favor. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll go cleric. You know, I'm always having to play cleric, just heals for days, just drop nukes on the undead. But I wanted to do something that was kind of from the Book of the Dead. So I ended up taking background, curandero background. You learn the healing arts of your community, wielding your ceremonial chanta. I kind of just like, it's the Exorcist. It's not the Exorcist, the Bruja background, basically. But I kind of flavored it more because I went Anubis as my deity towards that, you know, just like being very protective and kind of helping people with wayward spirits that are kind of tormenting them and everything. Because also medicine is a great skill. So I went that. I went high on healing. So I'm ready to wreck undead shite.
Yay, wreck 'em.
Fabio, who are you playing?
I am playing Lord Lucian Talbane, first of his name of the royal family of Talbane. I am playing a Kitsune fighter who has the background in royalty, which is one of the newer ones that's like semi-rarish. It's basically like the noble, but with just a little bit more spice, right?
It's
So,
Spicy
like,
noble.
why is it spicy?
Spicy.
Right. So with Lucian Talbane, basically the way I made him is I made him a straight up dumb charismatic fighter. So he's got a lot of strength. He's got a decent amount of charisma, a good bit of con, and everything else is trash. Right. He runs in, he hits things. He's not very smart, but he's very charismatic. He's kind of on the scarier side, and that's the way that I made him. The way that I made him scary is part of his heritage as a kitsune is something called the Dark Fields Kitsune, which they get this cool thing that I really, really like. It's called Invigorating Fear. So basically what that does is whenever I intimidate people and I actually succeed, I can, as a reaction, what I can do is I can basically devour their fear, and it makes me a little bit stronger. It gives me temps.
Nom, nom.
Right. So I thought that was like a dope thing to have. So I said, you know what? Let me get that. At second level, I basically put martial artist. I was going monk before, but with martial artists, I don't have to worry about certain stats being where they need to be. Just they need to be trained in using fists. And being a fighter, I'm pretty proficient at fisting.
Nice.
So that's a thing.
I feel that was a shot at Trevor. If you hear Trevor, clearly
He is here.
He's in chat.
that's a
It's
challenge.
murder. I see you, Trevor. Mwah, that's for you, right? Level 3 just straight up took toughness. Basically, gave him as much life as I could possibly give him without jacking up other stats. I put some half plate on him. And then here's the thing. Even though I did give him a bastard sword and a shield, because in his mind, he's a knight, you know? He's out there, he's gonna slay some evildoers, kill the dead, but deep in his heart, he's still an uncaged beast. So when he gets tired of fighting with weapons, he just runs in and starts punching and kicking the shit out of everything, right? I thought that was cool. I really liked that. And I also gave him the Foxfire feat from the Kitsune, which basically means he shoots blue Hadoukens, because why the fuck not? If you're gonna go fight undead and you're a fox werewolf man, you gotta shoot Hadoukens because it just makes sense. You know? So yeah, basically I made him as dumb, scary, charismatic fighter who tanks, breaks, and cuts things, and when he gets tired of the weapons, he puts people's in headlocks and throws Hadoukens down their throat.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool. And last but not least, Steve, who are you playing?
Steve is having to reconstruct things on the stream at last possible moment. Hold on, give me 1 second as I recreate maps and stuff. And yeah, so if I was actually playing the character that I'm playing right now, it would be a hyper intelligent barbarian right now. But rage, but I'm smart.
I'm so angry.
so angry. I math things.
And a barbarian gets so angry that it's now able to understand computers.
I swear to God, I want them to make I want them to make Blood Rager. I get so mad, magic happens.
Magic, yeah.
Look, if I could get so mad, I could see in the fucking dark, and I can get like fucking night vision goggles appear on my face, and I can see in the dark, and I could smell better. I can get a fucking class that says I'm so mad, laser beams.
That makes sense. Nothing about that sounds wrong.
Yeah.
But the more, you're like
Hit him with the optic blast.
Yeah. Imagine Wolverine with optic blasts.
No.
Oh
I got
yeah.
upset when they gave him Phoenix Force for a minute, but we won't talk
they
about
did?
that.
Yeah, man.
Well, they gave him an
was
Infinity Stone at one point. That's how he came back. But,
Yeah, Wolverine was the Phoenix Force at one point.
well, boo, that's just stupid.
I like that, Trevor. Tina isn't here. Off the rails we go.
That's Tina.
Yep.
Tina knew what it was.
We're going begins.
Tina messed up.
All right,
This is 'cause it's Tina.
all right. So my character is Domar Knurl, which is legit common, translated to Dwarvish, meaning weak stone, because my family's cursed.
First, you say.
But I am playing a it's not the superstitious barbarian. No, it's the spirit. I'm playing a spirit barbarian dwarf. So I use the power of my ancestors to hurt undead and do mean things, and I basically look like a Warhammer fantasy dwarf with a giant orange mohawk and just lots of rage. Just lots of
I
rage.
support that.
So much rage.
Oh, and he's also a gravedigger, which I thought was hilarious. So no, he's an undertaker. He's an undertaker. So he's got a little minion with him called Paul Bear. And he does all the talking.
I love Paul
I
Bear.
don't support that.
I don't like him in real life. You know, R.I.P. to the actor. But the character, no. It freaked me out as a child. I was just like, go lie down. You need a nap, clearly.
I don't care. I never cared how, like, look, you're a kid. You generally root for the good guy. You're like, oh, Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man was good and whatever. Every time the Undertaker was on, I was a happy camper. I don't care if he was the bad guy, he was a good guy, didn't matter. He was my favorite character.
Yeah, he was dope.
Hands
I
down.
can't front.
So, in 3, 2, 1. Hi, welcome to Nothing Venture, Nothing Game. I'm your host with the most, your GM Jared, and tonight I'm joined by Zach.
What's up?
Fabio. And Steve.
Yo.
Tonight we're taking a bit of a detour, going off the beaten path as we head over into the Book of the Dead, the newest expansion book for Pathfinder 2nd edition. In this book, in chapter 5, they give you a single one-shot called March of the Dead, and we're just going to jump into it. If we finish it, we finish it. If we don't, well, it's to get a little taste of what's coming on. We're all playing new characters. Fabio is playing Lucian, a Kitsune fighter monk. Zach is playing Amud of the Sands, a cleric of Anubis. And Steve is playing Domar Dwarvish something, a barbarian.
Damn, just gave up halfway through.
Knurl. Damn it. It's not that hard. Knurl.
Knurl.
So Knurl. Domar Knurl, right? And basically the characters are starting at level 3. And yeah, this is it's not extremely long. It only has 3 parts, but it is a free one-shot, which I thought was pretty cool. So we're gonna test it out. The adventure begins in the town of Trunau in Belkzan, where council member Agrit Stagenstar has called you all in with a request.
I learned these names.
Councilwoman Agrit Stagenstar requested to meet in House of Wonder, her shop in Trunau. The aptly named business specializes in magical items. Its shelves chock full of simmering potions and elixirs. Upon entering the door, Agrit, a dwarven wizard, leads the way to a table in the back, at which sits a small teapot, and she sits down behind it, pours herself a nice steaming cup of tea. My friends, after the bandits raided some years ago, my friend Jakra.
Whoa, can you guys hear me?
For all things arcane. So I was sad to see her leave. Eventually, she settled in Fiona's Faith, a small village just outside the border of what was once Last Wall. Though Last Wall fell during the Whispering Tyrant's rebirth, it seemed like Fiona's Faith managed to avoid becoming part of the Gravelands, or so we thought. She sets her mug down and brings forth a small parchment. Jakra and I still correspond via her raven familiar, Cole. Mostly personal letters and theories about magic. But then last week, Cole arrived at my window with nothing in its talons but a single scrap of blood-stained parchment. I've not heard anything since, nor has anyone else. She spreads the parchment upon the table. It reads, I must be brief. Something terrible is happening in Fiona's Faith. Folk have been disappearing, and I fear I'm in need of... And here, the missive is torn. She looks very upset and just kind of, angry.
Okay, so she has this, this missive, like this piece of note that's covered in blood.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes, read what it said again.
It says, I must be brief. Something terrible is happening in Fiona's Faith. Folk have been disappearing, and I fear that it says N-E, and then it's dashed off, and it says here the missive is torn, or the paper is torn.
Got it. So
he was very brief, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Lucian looks at it, he smells it, he goes, he takes a little tongue to goes, he looks at both Amud, and Domar goes, I proclaim this is not strawberry jam, but indeed blood. It would seem that your friend might be in peril.
Why did you think it would be jam?
Because it's red, like jam, of course.
There are other things that are red. What?
Oh, you're right.
Okay.
Like cherry jam.
Yes, no, we should probably hurry up. N-E, I mean, if people are disappearing, I don't know. N-E is the start of a name, a title, or something?
It is northeast. I have proclaimed it so. And it makes the most sense, I think.
No, it said they said there were people were disappearing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That means anyone can disappear, which means that this note is asking for violence.
What direction is Fiona's Faith, Hagrid?
Northeast, of course.
Northeast, yes, exactly. The dwarf knows exactly which way. Us dwarves know exactly.
We have a
what's going
nose
on.
for this kind of thing.
Yes,
I
exactly.
looked at the dwarves as like, see, the smaller ones have proclaimed it so. And I've agreed with Lord Lucian. So northeast is where we will head to find your friend. What's his name again? I'm looking at the missive one more time.
Her name is Jakra. J-A-C-R-A.
J-A.
And that's the person who wrote the note, right?
R-A.
Yes. If you can find her, I would appreciate that, and I offer you a hefty reward for your bravery in all of this. Additionally, if you can reestablish communication with the townsfolk so everything can return to normal, I would ask you to take care of that also. Finally, if all is lost, there is a leather-bound spell book I lent to Jakra a few months back, and it contains valuable arcane research.
What does it look? Is there any signifiers on the outside of the book? Any binding markers or anything? Color?
It looks like a super dope magic book.
The dopest of magic books. I've heard of such a grimoire.
It's bound, so it's kind of like so she describes it, basically the best description to put it is it has almost a tan leather outside. Its corners are bound in gold, and it has two leaves kind of like scrawled on it. 2 like big leaves scrolled on it.
All right. We'll keep an eye out, I guess.
We shall henceforth. Is there anything that we should know about this town that we are venturing to, milady?
Yes. With it being so close to the Whispering Way, I do fear that. So close to the Gravelands, I do fear that the dead might be a small bit of an issue. They might have attacked, and they might be marching upon us. So I'd be careful with the undead. With that, she kind of looks at everyone. She says, please, my friends, if you need any potions or elixirs or anything of that, I would be more than happy to accommodate you.
Well, if we are going to fight the undead, potions of healing will come in handy. And what do they dislike? The water of holy. Yes, give us water of holy.
Fun enough, I already have that on my character sheet.
I do too. I do have a single bottle of holy water.
I had 3.
She will give you additionally 3 more. Holy bottle of holy water.
There's like everyone take 1.
She will also give you like a pouch, right? So in the pouch, so it's holy water. She also will give you 1 bottle of sunlight. Level 2. It's just level 2.
Isn't that just? I thought that was just a.
Ration?
Like rations for
leashes. I saw that. I was tempted to take that.
So this mirrored bottle contains various chemicals dissolved in 2 different kinds of solvents. Shaking it induces the chemical reaction that causes it to glow for 1 hour, and it sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius. During this hour, it can be thrown like a bomb. This requires a single action to activate with a strike, like other bombs, and deals damage below. As lesser, the bomb deals 1d4 positive damage with 1 positive splash damage, as well as an additional 1d4 fire damage. As normal, positive damage only harms undead and other creatures with negative healing. Undead with particular vulnerability to sunlight, such as vampires, rates, taking the maximum amount of positive damage from the bottle of sunlight. 4 instead of the d4. For any ability that depends on the number of weapon die, it changes like that.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know where that is on the thing, so I'll trust one of y'all who actually can throw things good.
I would even say, obviously, if you guys get silly and someone wants to like punch with it, I'll let that rock.
Ooh.
So you could fist even better, Fabio.
Yeah, why don't you take it?
I will use this as lubricant on my fist. I'll have the braiding fist of destruction. Ready.
For Lord, you really have a weird way of. Oh, jeez.
Why does his words cause you pain? Like, his words make perfect sense to me. Like, I don't understand.
What, do you not like a good fisting?
No.
Who here does not like a good fisting? Jousting and using the burliness of men as they come together in fisticuffs. Yes, this is what we shall do. And joyous we shall be as we fist our enemies and fist each other. I hold out a fist for a fist bump.
Yes, fist bump.
Just fist
and I look at him on, give me the mightiest of fist bumps.
Fine.
Where's Trevor for this?
All right, so what she gave us a bottle. How many bottles?
2 bottles.
Of sunlight? 2 bottles. All right.
2
bottles of sunlight. We had
3 and then 3 holy water.
Anything else? Is that it?
Oh, and 2 bottles of healing. Potions of healing.
Minor, yeah.
Minor. Yep.
Okay. I'll take 1 just because I can give it to someone on the fly with a spell. So
you could probably take the other one. Yeah. Minor.
Minor? Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Now I have one
You
more.
can take one. I think I have like 3 on my character sheet somewhere.
Yeah, I have a few, but I have a spell that can give one of my items to someone in a pinch.
Oh, nice. I also technically am trained in medicine, have battle medicine, and another cool thing that I got from being an undertaker.
You got fist.
And I got the hat, because it came with the background.
The hat's important. The
hat has to. So as you're talking about gloriously fisting everybody, I stand up and I like, and you're talking about manly stuff. Yeah. So I flex and a chair goes flying, and it explodes on the wall, and it goes, yes, we will re-kill all of those undead.
For glory, honor, and fisting. Tally ho, friends!
For Anubis. Sir, we will find your book, and hopefully your friend.
Don't let this beard dissuade you. I am a proud female dwarf.
My bad.
I'm like halfway out.
You can't tell by the beard?
I look back. Tally ho, I say!
You can't tell by the beard? Look at this compared to, there's definitely a difference.
Preceptor knew.
Yeah, Preceptor knew for exactly. So it is about a 3-day march through the wilderness of southern Belkzen. Accurate direction leads you all to the narrow valley along the outskirts of Fiona's Fate. The village is nestled in the narrow valley just inside the borders of the hold of Belkzen, to the west of the Gravelands and the north of Nimrat's border. As Nimrat. As you all make your way down the road, you come across a small farmhouse, a number of small farmhouses, and occasional trappers' cabins. Many of these, few of them look like they have been empty for years. Their dwellings closer to the village seem recently vacated, with meals left unfinished on the tables, overripe crops left untended, and barn doors wide open with livestock nowhere to be seen. There's no evidence of what happened here, no clue or note left. Everyone is simply gone. As you kind of keep passing these farmhouses, one last farmhouse stands near the pass leading down into a valley, window shutters creaking in the wind. As you approach to pass, does anyone have any kind of like imprecise scent or similar ability?
No, I'm just mad I didn't take that feat.
No, I wanted to take spirit. I wanted to ask you if I could take spirit sense, the background that would give me spirit sense, but
no,
I went against it.
No, I do not have it. I have dark vision. That's about it.
Please make a perception check, DC 15.
Yeah.
I gotta use my dwarven dice because I'm playing a dwarf.
Nice.
I got a 15. Look at that. Rolled a 6.
Cool. I got a 14 plus 6. Oh, dirty 20.
22.
Nice. As you kind of pass the house and the shutters, bang in the wind, and it's kind of upsetting, you suddenly suddenly are overwhelmed with a sweet iron smell.
Ooh, I know what that means.
And it's also like sweet, but also foul at the same time.
Oh, like that rotting smell, like garbage?
Yeah.
Like blood.
More like rotting blood.
Oh, okay.
Got it. I was like, I look at the other two and I go, I smell trash in the air. Smells like old eggs and sweet, like rotting blood, not strawberry jam. And like I'm on like the thumb, like
I just sigh and massage my temples, like yes, I smell it too. Do you think it's from this house, or should we move forward?
I was like, maybe we should investigate. I take out my sword, I don my shield, and I was like, I prepare my. Is there a door?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a farmhouse, right? So it's a fairly large. You kind of walk up. At this point, you kind of walk up and you step onto the wooden porch. It's a low porch, only 2 steps up, and you're already on the porch. And as you kind of step, it creaks and moans under everyone's weight. You come to the door and you pop the door open, and now you're kind of overwhelmed with the smell at first. Second, as you enter, you find it abandoned like all other, well appointed with handmade wooden furniture, but with most personal effects missing, as if they were grabbed in a hurry. You notice along different edges, there seems to be like dust has been collected, like maybe it's been settled here for a little while, like no one's really been through here.
Got it.
You kind of wander around. You listen intently, trying to hear like anything in here that does have a first and a second floor. You wander around the first floor. You don't really hear anything. Zach, can you please make a perception check? Fabio, as you kind of go to the stairwell, Fabio, and start to kind of like head up, please give me another perception check. Zach, you're kind of wandering the first floor, and Steve, you're more or less going the opposite direction of Zach, spreading out and kind of meandering around. So again, a perception check.
I got a
Sure.
17.
I got a 19.
19, okay.
Oh. 26.
26.
Rolled a 16. I'm burning through all my good rolls. This is not going to be good in combat.
Burning all your good rolls tonight. As you kind of start to head around, Fabio, as you kind of start to go up the stairs and you're now listening, you can hear doors upstairs knocking, right? But it's clearly the wind. Every time you hear the wind outside, you hear the door knocking. So there's definitely a window or something that was possibly open. As Zach and Steve come around a corner, they both hit the kitchen from the east and west end, respectively, and in the middle of the kitchen lies the corpse of a large dead cow, from which a trail of dried blood leads out the back door.
That's not
Oh,
where that's
shit.
supposed to be.
Well, that's exactly where it's supposed to be, but you're going to cook it.
No, but you don't bring the whole cow into the kitchen.
This is like a
If you're
small
going to-
kitchen, or is this like a pretty big kitchen?
No, it's maybe 10 by 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a small kitchen.
So
That's-
the cow takes up most of the kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the
cow.
kitchen.
Yeah.
There's a counter space and a cow.
It's like a normal sized cow, small ass kitchen.
Yeah.
Got it. Upstairs, I'm going to where I hear the knocking, even though Fabio knows it's the wind. My character will go, hello? Like as I'm like going into like peeking into each room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hello? Is anyone there?
So the party can hear. So down below, right? Zach and Steve down below. You now hear Fabio kind of heading up the stairs and starting to move around, and you'll start to hear him calling hello, and with that you notice. So Zach and Steve, what are you guys doing? You first kind of see the cow. It's large, kind of taking up the whole center of this kitchen.
And you said the
What's going
blood
on?
led outside. There was a door,
There's a back door.
back door, and the
Yes.
blood led that way. That's where I want to go.
All right. Zach?
I say a quick prayer to Anubis over the corpse of this cow because it did not deserve this end. And then I do a sharp whistle to activate an item on my person. And next to me, a small jackal appears.
Okay.
This is the wondrous figurine on its dog.
jackal, jackal. It's a jackal. It's jackal, jackal, jackal. If you get that joke, you watched Family Guy at a good time. As you, Master Dwarf, as you kind of head to the back door, you have to like scoot around the cow. And Zach, you're just kind of standing there and you whistle and your jackal kind of appears, and having this moment, you look at the cow and you realize its head's been crushed in.
Oh shit.
Fabio, as you're now upstairs calling, you finally make your way to that single door that's been slamming. Just, and you grab the door and you open, you look in, and it's clearly a child's room. The bed's been overturned. The back window has been smashed in, right? There's glass on the floor. It's visible that it clearly something came in, not out. And as the Master Dwarf kind of reaches for the back door handle, and that whistle kind of goes and the puppy dog appears, I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
You got it.
Woo. My dice rolls have been steadily going down.
Nice. Good.
14, 11, I got a 7 plus 6 is 13.
Mine is going up. So.
Wasting my life, Jared. I see you.
One moment. Plus 6. All right. So.
It's going down.
I'm yelling timber.
All right, Fabio, what did you get?
I got 13.
Steve?
Oh, 16.
Zach?
21.
21.
So, Zach, as the dwarf reaches for the door, turns the door handle, and the door starts to creak open, and you notice under the skin of the cow something moves aggressively, and from the crushed neck hole out comes a swarm of cockroaches. There is a swarm of cockroaches. Normally cockroaches are more of a pest than our problem, but a swarm is large, and this is in charge as it fills the room. Roaches just start to pour out of this poor beast. Over tons of them, just hundreds of them just pour out of this animal, and you realize its carcass. Now looking at it, right, like now seeing the carcass, suddenly you're like, oh shit, I didn't do a nature check because it looked like a full cow, right? But as the roaches kind of pour out, the cow starts to shrink as it was bloated with roaches. They were living on the inside, and they start to pour out, filling the room.
I don't know if I have nature.
With well, you didn't make the check.
I know,
sir.
I know. I'm a
21.
21.
21 goes.
Oh boy, that's great. I don't have anything to fight roaches.
Oh, it's a swarm.
Well, you have to fight swarms.
I don't have anything to fight a swarm of roach. Because everything I have is target one creature, and unfortunately, I don't think a heal bomb is going to really hurt. Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it is considered one creature.
So, just so that we understand, I mean, now is a great time to understand swarm and the swarm trait. A swarm is a massive mass or cloud of creatures that function as one monster. Its size entry gives you the size of the entire mass, though for most swarms, the individual creatures that makes it up are tiny or even like smaller than tiny. A swarm can occupy the same space as other creatures and must do so in order to cause damage. A swarm typically has weakness to effects that deal damage over an area, like area spells or splash weapons. Swarms are immune to the grapple, prone, and restrained conditions.
Okay.
Such fun swarms are known as the army ant swarm, the amoeba swarm, the rat snake swarm of rats.
The
and
rat
swarm of
snake
roaches.
swarm.
Yes, rat snake swarm.
I don't like that. I don't like all the words you used. I did not like rat, snake, and swarm.
Yeah.
No.
I yell to Steve. What's your character's name again? I forgot.
Domar Knurl.
Domar. Just saying Domar.
I yell to Domar. To Domar and to Lord Lucian, and I'm just like, leave the house! Just leave the house! And just starts running back towards the front door, calling for the dog, because I just have to use one action to call the dog. And then I will take out a... oh wait, I think using one action... Okay, so hold on. Yes, using one action, I will move. I will grant the dog two actions, and then I will take out my flail. The dog is going to attack, and then run. So, let's see. I just have to roll the dice. Let's go. We'll do it with this. +6. Oh, does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Okay, cool. The dog runs after me. The jackal runs after.
It's a jackal.
So we've kind of absconded 30 feet back to just outside.
Cool. So running back through the house, screaming as roaches nip, like just the tiny ones, you know, they're on you and you're screaming, you're kind of like shaking them off. While cockroaches tend to gather in cramped spaces, a disturbed colony is sometimes prone to swarming, where hundreds or even thousands of the scurrying insects come out of their hiding place and are prone to attack when bite. Roaches do carry a possibility of transmitting viruses. Anyway, with that, my swarm goes. Swarm will spend one action to bite Domar. Oh, sorry, I don't even attack. I have to spend an action. Swarming bites. Each enemy in the swarm space takes 1d8 piercing damage. They have to pass a reflex save. So Domar, please pass a reflex save.
Yeah, this is what I used for the Christmas special. Swarm.
Christmas special.
11, 17.
17 passes, but it's just a success.
Yep.
So D8. So let me get my dice. And D6.
Yeah.
7. So please take half of 7 and make another 2 more of those.
Here's 2 more of those coming right up. Ooh, a natural 20.
Okay, so
for
you're
a lot,
damage.
And then a 11.
Oh, full max damage. With 6 points of damage on the last one altogether. So that is the swarm's go. Lucian, what would you like to do? You now hear. I'm sorry. Steve, what would you like to do?
And I look at Zachary character. I'm sorry, I wrote down your thing on another piece of paper.
Mud.
Mud.
It's Mud. You can call me Mud. M-U-D. Mud.
Mud.
And Lord. I see Mud is retreating, and he called for a retreat. He goes, "What? In the first battle? Never!" And then he takes his axe and he just crushes. There's actually a small crystal kind of hanging off of his axe, and he kind of crushes it with his hands as he makes an attack, and his axe starts glowing, and it's basically a potency crystal, and he's just gonna like swath this thing with with a two-handed axe. You see this axe isn't like regular axe. It looks heavy and dense, like dwarves, like ones that dwarves may wield.
So you're saying it's a dwarven axe?
I took the feet and everything.
Did you really?
Yeah. because I wanted
that's
it. Well,
fine.
I'm technically wielding in two hands, so technically I don't have to, but whatever. I did, but whatever. 28 to hit the swarm. Actually, 29 because it's +1.
29?
Yeah. Rolled an 18.
Wow.
Well, I also rolled what at like a 12 in an initiative.
That is a critical success. I'm not sure how this works. It's immune to precision.
It's not precision.
but-
I think it's still affected by critical hits.
It is, but it does have a resistance to bludgeon, piercing, slashing.
Yeah. So it's gonna take resistance to this because it's
But now you're rolling 4 damage dice.
yeah, 4d12 by the way, because the potency crystal gives it striking.
Damn.
Hot damn.
Holy shit.
I like this.
Wow, he's just counting out dice.
Yeah, 29, 37 points of damage. As I go, and I take half the cow with it. The table's overturned.
Yeah, at this point, it's just anarchy on the inside.
And I even
Slice
rage.
the house in half.
So let me. And you said 29.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And it has resistance, so I
Yeah,
take that. Okay.
Yeah.
It's still. So he's just going to town, just smash. And it's just anarchy in there. If you've ever seen the movie Starship Troopers, where the first time they're with the Roughnecks and the guy shoots up the giant bug,
keeps splashing him in the face.
splashing him in the face. That's what you're seeing.
You want some?
Yeah.
You want some?
That guy was great.
That guy, I love that guy. You know, and he's just keeping splash all over him as he's smashing. Lucian, you're upstairs and you hear anarchy coming from downstairs. You heard run, and now it sounds like an earthquake.
I'm like, my friends and cohorts are in trouble. So I'm going to run downstairs.
Okay, so that's an action. We'll just
Okay.
call it an action to get to where you need to go.
Gotcha. So like, I'll get to like, I guess what, the door of the kitchen or whatever.
Yeah, like
And
you're in the doorway.
I see Domar just like hacking and slashing.
And stepping on as many cockroaches as he can.
This,
Punching.
like I point with my, so I go
Must fist!
"Run!" And I crack my tail and black flames fly out.
Oh.
Right, and I'm literally throwing black fireballs at him.
black firewalls.
Yeah. I'm using.
Oh, he's evil Ryu! He's evil Ryu! We figured it out.
Fire.
He's evil.
See, now you get it. So,
Make your attack, please.
you got it. Hold on. Woo! Can I use a hero point?
Yes. Off the bat.
Rolled a 1. Oh no, that's not a 1. That's a 7. Oh shit. Sorry, I don't use these dice. 7 and 12. 19?
That hits.
Oh shit. I legit thought that was a 1.
Oh,
They're
I
right
mean,
next
7
to
and
each
1
other.
sometimes look very similar.
Dude, they're
Yeah.
right next to each other.
It's
I was
that,
like, yo.
and it's also dark. It's a dark dice.
It's dark,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I needed that. That's a 7. All right, 19 will hit. Fantastic. All right. It takes 2 points of damage.
Nice.
Fire damage.
Awesome.
Nice.
So as you kind of start smashing up some more, you launch the fire, and the fire kind of starts to spread a little bit. You notice that like many of the roaches are now kind of like clamoring and like scurrying away, going under the floorboards, trying to escape. And with that, you've cleared the roach swarm problem.
Yes.
It's like I look as it like they're scurrying, like I start stomping them. I guess as my last action. And it goes, "You vermin shall not escape me!" And I'm just like stomping as hard as I can on anything that's moving that's not Mud or Domar.
I mean, from the doorway, you see Mud's shimmering scarab necklace, but he's just like not having cockroaches.
Yeah, I'm even kicking the shit out of what's left of the cow.
There might be more in there. Please stop.
Or I'm
I literally like kick in the one of the cabinets and just start going like I'm like chasing them now into the kitchen.
Just anarchy.
I'm
I
just
want you to
punching
understand
them.
We just both became like Wreck-It Ralph and the Kool-Aid Man, and we're going bananas in this kitchen.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are just going ape shit just
Hell
in
yeah.
this kitchen. It's a blast. We're having you spend like maybe 10 minutes just kind of like going ham. Just full like I want to say Domar even popped a blood vessel in his eye. He hasn't gone full rage, but like he's just smashing things. I feel like at one point he might have even just been hacking at the cow. Lucian is just like punching cabinets off the wall. Just like
Boom.
and, yeah. It's very reminiscent. Let's keep it the Street Fighter of the car level.
Oh, he's just beating up a BMW.
But it's a house.
It's a house. It's a kitchen.
Oh,
This
God.
is we went from playing Pathfinder to home remodeling.
Welcome to Home Improvement.
Yeah,
Where's Tim Allen?
he was playing Tim Allen as Domar's probably going
More power.
more power.
I walk around the outside of the house to the kitchen door to be like, "Are you guys done?"
You just hear, how about you? Yeah, like I'm like sweating and breathing heavy. Like I fix like my armor, my collar, I refasten my shield to my back and put my sword away. And I go, I think we have exterminated all the vermin in this house. And I look at Domar like, do you agree, kind sir?
So as the adrenaline starts to lower, you almost see a glimpse of another dwarf, like a shadowy dwarf, put their hand on my shoulder, and you see him calm down. And he's like, yes, I think we've effectively exterminated this foul creature. Where's more?
Well, we'll find it. I have the dog sniff the blood that was leading away, and start to track where that's leading.
Where it's going. Okay. So you find the jackal follows the trail and finds that it's kind of off. It goes off into like what looks like a pen, like a freestanding pen out into the fields. Weeds have grown up. As you kind of walk around, the high grass leaves a lot of water. It's been raining the past few days as on your travels. More misting. It's very England weather at this point. So it's raining most of the time and it's overcast. It heads out to a fenced-in pen where more bloodstained marks where the cow fell. So you can actually see like the indent in the grass and blood kind of like all around that indent.
Well, gentlemen, it looks like this is where its head was caved in by something. I guess maybe we should just keep going now. Maybe back into town we'll find some more information. Does it look like there's any footprints or anything nearby where this indentation is?
You can make a survival check to notice footprints.
Can I use the jackal because I had them to track us to this area and everything? Can I use their survival? So you're looking for footprints, right? Yeah. The jackal would be scenting blood. That's the difference. All right.
So I do have survival if you want me to check.
Yeah. Why don't you take a crack at it? Because otherwise I'm untrained.
18 survival.
Thanks.
I mean, anyone can use perception at this point to search the area. Survival will get you something. Obviously things are different. Survival or perception.
I'm gonna look around and sniff around.
I got 26, yo. Let's go. Perception.
Nice.
Getting better and better rolls.
14 and 6, another dirty 20. I think I did a full reset.
There you go.
There we go.
Spending time in the area, you do notice that there seem to be footprints in the in the area, going and leading away from the pen.
No, what time of day is it, by the way?
It's kind of early day for you guys.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was
Spending more time in the area, you uncover a single human tooth in the grass near the bloodstains, also covered in dried blood.
I will pick that up and let the jackal sniff that instead.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we can find its owner.
Sure.
The Tooth Fairy has lost their reward.
Having the jackal kind of look around, right? Looking for this specific tooth. You don't really, it doesn't come forward with anything. It doesn't seem to have any kind of like lead on where the tooth is.
Okay. You said that there were footprints that were leading away from the pen, right? Right, and I pat Mud, and I point at the footprints on the floor, and I go, "Hark, colleague! There seems to be footprints leading away from the barn, or at least the pen. Maybe we should follow them and see where they lead. Maybe there's more vermin to smash."
Whoa.
I hope not. Anything but that, please.
I start walking quickly in the direction of the footprints.
You notice that they head back to the house.
Got
At
it.
this point,
Oh,
they kind of look like maybe something. The blood trail leads here, and then back to the house, and then the footprints in the area are all very much similar. It's they're heading back to and fro from the house.
Got it.
Did you find anything upstairs, Lord Lucian?
I was like, I saw a child's room. It seems that something had burst through the window, flipped the bed, did not make it, and then rummaged itself downstairs. What it was and where it came from, all I know it was outside.
Well, me and Dormer didn't find anything downstairs, so we might as well just move on from this place, go further into town.
Let us venture forth, friends.
While we're venturing forth, I want to spend some time and affix something to my weapon.
Okay, you could do that.
So, by the way, Jared, my Onyx dog figurine has imprecise scent, 30 feet. And if a creature is hidden, it is observed and concealed.
Sure.
Instead of
Ooh.
Right. And how long does the dog last?
6 hours.
Cool.
Oh, damn.
It's only got 8 HP though, so
Well,
it's
yeah,
like,
it's not for
I really
combat;
gotta,
it's
like,
for other things.
Yeah, that's why I said a jackal. It may be a guard dog, but it is. Eesh.
After investigating the farmhouse, the only way forward is down the valley path into Fiona's fate. The path seems dangerous and made worse by the recent downpours that have washed away many of the slopes. Following this path, you notice there's a lot of, again, sharp rocks, tree roots, and prickly thorn bushes. Can everyone please make a athletics check
Ooh, that's my best one.
to see if you can make it down these path without slipping and busting your head open?
23.
24.
Nice.
Flat roll. Oh, hell yeah. Flat roll, though. I rolled an 18. I need to roll again, though, for the dog.
Nice.
Ooh. And 16 plus
All right.
4. So a 20 and an 18. 20 for the dog, 18 for me.
Nice. Passing, you pass over a lot of these bumpy tree roots, rocks, sharp ground, sharp thorn bushes. After about 2 hours of this treacherous terrain, you finally arrive at Fiona's Faith around noon, approaching from the northeast.
Yes.
As you arrive and you finally make your way into the town on this mountain trail, the heavy rain starts to come down and a torrential downpour, turning the mountain trail behind you into an impassable river of mud.
There's like
After
a whole
descent-
river of Zach's
mud.
character.
And
Yeah,
the Zap
just
just
that.
It's like
like a salmon upstream, you just see
Yeah.
me jumping out of the
That sounds scary if you really think about it, though. It's like, yo, even if I saw a river of me just going, I'd be like, yeah,
Nope.
fuck that river.
After descending into the rain-drenched valley, the village of Fiona's Faith finally comes into view. No smoke rises from the chimneys of this quiet town, even from this distance. It's clear something has gone terribly wrong. Doors hang open, windows are shattered, and no light or sound emanates from what appears to be an abandoned town.
All right, so we walk into this and it's just raining hard. Like, I'm gonna raise my shield over my head to cover
That's
myself from the rain. Just
Yeah, you notice there are about 24 buildings make up most of this town.
wow, that's small.
okay.
Mm.
So I'm trying to refer back to the parchment. Like, so this is the town we needed to get to.
Yes.
So we got to the town, and you said there's about like 24 buildings. Do we see like a main building, like a main hall, or like a center building, or
Like a
anything
city
like that?
structure,
You know what I mean?
city center, like a city hall.
Yeah.
Sure. So I'm about to make Steve real mad.
Uh-oh. Not like this. He'll cut you.
Real mad. Steve will cut me.
He'll send
He-
Perceptor after you.
He's gonna send Perceptor after me.
He'll just kick you from the call. Why does he need to cut you? He'd like kick
Right
you.
through the internet.
Do you need
one
one
second.
of those images? They're one of the 3 little maps.
No, there is a 4th map that you
I
didn't
know.
notice.
That was the underground map.
No. This is the town map.
Oh, I saw that.
man.
Yeah. Hold on.
The worst part is I was afraid like there's a 4th one. I don't know if Jared's lying or telling the truth. It's like, I believe it either way. I know it's a trap.
It's always a trap.
Yup.
Standard rule. It's always a trap.
Always a trap.
We really have to fucking download this again?
No.
No, it didn't. It's not where it's supposed to be.
Don't do it.
Don't
I'm just
folder.
remembering our conversation with Agrit. I don't think we actually asked like where in the town she lives.
Well, we didn't.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like that would have been useful information, and we just did not even think about it. We were like, yeah, she just lives in Fiona's Faith. Yeah, we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah.
I told you my
No
character was dumb.
You know what? This is all of our 0 intelligences.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
We're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. All right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Or we'll go through every single house.
Town. Yeah, every single building.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's probably what's
All
gonna
right. So doing the thing.
We're making it happen.
Give me
for you
like,
people.
yeah, give me like, I don't know, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
1 hard minute.
Screw it, we're going all the way to the edge. It has cool skulls and shit.
Yeah.
I like
so
skulls.
I do have to say, so I don't know if this was something very much done in Pathfinder First Edition. Not because I didn't pick up a lot of the Pathfinder First Edition books. Each book was almost a Bible. Like it was like,
Yeah.
you know, like you got the core rule book, and that thing was in itself a D6 weapon.
Yeah.
D8 if you're proficient and just whooping ass. But now you're getting like smaller books. Yeah, I have the book right here, and they're doing these really cool things where
Let's
they're
see.
doing, I don't know if it's called filigree or like
Yeah, it's kind of like fake filigree because it's not really there, but
yeah,
it's,
see, like it's all
it's
on
like
the
there's
edges.
like they added border to all the pages as if it was like an actual like fucking tome from like
Like a
the ancient
tome.
times.
I like
Yeah,
that
it's
shit.
really cool. They did it in the Secrets of Magic book, which was really
They started with that, yeah.
Yeah, they started in Secrets of Magic, then they did the Inventor book, the Guns and Gears,
Yeah.
and now in this one. And I think it's like, I don't know how much extra they're spending on getting that work done, but it
Well, you
amps
don't have
the
to do it like
quality.
a couple of times, and then you could just copy and paste it throughout the whole book.
Well, you have to get the artist, right?
Yeah. I'm not saying that it's not more expensive. I'm just saying that it's not like it's not like a piece of art on every other page. It technically is on every single page, but once you get it done, once you pay the artist once, or maybe like there is some variation between certain parts of the book. But once you get it done, it's done. So.
Oh yeah. But yeah, the copy pasta is strong, but also it's worth it. It's honestly
I agree 100%.
All
All right, so now we're gonna do a thing. What if I hit the right button?
He's doing it.
Cross your fingers and toes, everybody.
Hold
We're hitting
on. Why
buttons
is that
again.
saying that? That's not supposed to be saying that. That's supposed to be saying this.
Either we win or everything goes black.
Main 2. That's why.
Let's hope.
There it is. There it is. We all moved.
Cool zombies! Oh, that was dope. Did everyone see the transition?
Yeah, I saw that. I was watching it the whole
That was
time.
a dope transition.
There we go.
Just lean like kind of this way.
Oh no! Hold on. Be comfortable, and I will move you.
No, he fixed it. He just
That was a cool transition.
that transition was worth it.
My Twitch is always like 10-second delay, so I just got it. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Yay, technology.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "Hey, Steve, do we got the spooky overlays from Halloween?" He goes, "Yeah." And I go,
Yeah.
"Dope. Activate them."
So wait, where are we? We actually are coming from the northeast side.
You are coming from that road, the northeast, where it says H20.
Got it. Oh wow, sweet.
Yeah, and you could see it says about 150 feet. I always love that they give you that like spacing where it's like, oh, it's like 150 feet.
Yeah.
And I've never really used it because you're like, you know what I mean? You're like,
You're in building H18 already. Like it's like.
yeah. You know what I mean? You're like,
It's like you're over there, you'll be alright. Like
You're-
how far?
yeah,
It's
you're-
like, it's kind of far. Like Crimson Nexus, nice.
yeah.
Thank you, Crimson Nexus. All right, so we see H20. It was just a hill.
Oh, so H20, I'll describe what you're kind of looking at there.
Yeah.
So that in itself is its own thing.
Mm-hmm. H20. You're all dead.
You're dead.
Damn. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Go to bed early.
That was the
Bam.
fastest we've ever done.
If that's a fact. I'm
So
getting
when
drunk
we all come
tonight.
back, like one of us is a zombie, one of us is a skeleton, one of us is a vampire.
Yeah.
Now, how
man.
dope would that be? How dope would that be?
Oh, I get to be a vampire kitsune? Yeah, let me get that.
Yeah.
Dude, at that point, you're not evil Ryu anymore, you're Oni.
Oh, you just straight up Akuma.
You wanted
Oh,
to, you jumped right to Akuma.
Art Akuma.
Do air fireballs and shit.
I can do that. I could actually do that. Just jump. That's 3 actions right there.
That's 3 actions.
Yep.
Then fall
Jump.
prone. Yeah.
I don't worry
Hadouken!
about how I land. I just worry about if I look cool doing it.
Yeah. So
The best part.
So basically, what you're looking at, right, is those are hills, right?
Yeah.
And they are gradually going down because you see A3 is the lake, right? So that would let it go down. The circles are going from wider to smaller, so it's going down.
So we're coming
So
off of the
that's-
hill at this point.
Yeah, so it's kind of coming down off the hill.
Got it.
Should we just go house to house quietly and just try to figure it out?
I was like, a wise man once said, should we go to house quietly? I agree with you.
Oh, me?
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Okay, I guess. Okay, yeah, sure. All right. I guess I'll lead the way then.
Lead the way, Squire.
Whatever.
You went from a wise man to a
let's
swine. I
go.
think you just got demoted.
Yeah, within like 3 seconds.
As I said, my character is not smart.
So I'm like, come on, Jackal, let's go.
Okay. There's a lot of houses there.
So the closest one to us is that H14.
H18?
If we're staying on the path, H14.
18.
14?
18, 17, 15, and 14 would be the first clump of houses you see.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's just go to the first. Yeah, we're gonna start at the first clump of houses. So the first closest one, then we'll move down the path.
We will trigger every trap, is basically what we're saying.
That's
yeah.
literally what I'm hearing. It's like, hey, what up, guys?
Yep.
Hey, traps, are you open?
Knock politely on.
Hark, are there traps in there?
Hello.
Present yourselves, traps.
Hello, we were looking for Jakra.
Jakra.
Jakra, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah. I thought there was a bad joke for a second. I was like, I'll take the bait.
No, if you said Jaxera, that's a whole nother problem that me and Jared have in the Gloomhaven game.
Oh, but we
We
finally
killed that bitch
So
dead.
yeah, we went in like SEAL Team 6 on that bitch.
Yeah, to go.
As you kind of get there, you realize many of these houses are, a bit. None of them have lights or anything. As you open the door to like the first house, an obvious crossbow trap is placed on the stairs leading into the building. The crossbow has been fired, but it's otherwise is working condition.
That means it has been triggered once before.
He's like, may there be more traps. So I raise my shield ever so slightly to cover my vitals.
Just call into the house to see if there's anyone inside.
And I'm like, all right. So from the doorway I go, hark! Be there anyone in here?
Nothing.
If we don't hear anything, we should just keep moving.
Want to make a perception check to see if there's further traps.
Within the house?
Yeah, kind of entering the house and seeing if there's any traps like going in, because there's already clearly one trap here.
There might
So-
be more.
I want to, enter the house and kind of make sure that I'm checking to see if there are more traps as we go into H18.
As you kind of H18, you kind of go in, finally go into the house, and again, it's empty. You walk in and it's, you don't really see any traps. There is just wind kind of coming from within the house. The windows have been smashed in.
Is it a one-story house or is it like multiple stories?
One story,
Cool. So we can kind of like see through the house, like there's nobody here.
more or less. Yeah.
Got it.
All right,
Okay.
quick sweep, and then let's move on.
So, hold on one second, I'm just checking something. I have an ability here that I think might come in handy. Lord, you had mentioned that when you were upstairs, the windows were smashed in.
Correct.
They're also smashed in here.
Ooh. You speak the truth, dwarf. I'm gonna like look around for like blood stains or anything like that. Or like maybe any claw marks or like anything that's
Perception
like, yeah, anything that looks like, I don't know.
I will. Never mind. I was going to assist him, but it is needed.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, yeah, I could assist, but nope.
On the
Doesn't
ground
matter.
near the trap, the only thing you do find is a case. You pop it open, and there's 5 silver crossbow bolts inside, and that's the only thing you really notice left. So clearly, this was like they kept reloading it with silver crossbow bolts.
Got it. Can I use this trap as a regular crossbow?
The hand crossbow, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. All right.
You can hang on to that, definitely. You're probably
pop
better
it
at it
off
than I
You
am.
would just pull it off. Yeah, that's really it.
Probably not.
That's pretty good.
I was like, is anyone else dexterous that might find this useful?
I mean, I can probably use it. I mean, I'm not swayed by it. So what is it? Was it a hand crossbow or a regular
It's
crossbow?
D4.
Hand crossbow.
Crossbow? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Crimson Nexus root free crossbow.
Yeah.
Ooh, tree crossbow. Oh, we need the repeating crowbar.
Yeah,
We're looking for a repeating crowbar.
Yeah, anytime we find it. Oh, it's a D6. Nice.
That's
Oh,
our
it's a
third
D6?
quest.
Wow.
It's a D6. Yeah. I
Yeah.
was gonna say I have one on Arturo. So and I have silver bolts. you
5.
said?
Yes,
Five.
5 silver bolts. Bolts. Got tongue tied a little bit.
5
well, let's
silver
get some
boats.
boats.
We got boats,
Firing
Jared.
giant ass fucking boats at the people.
Yeah.
Silver boats.
We're
Row,
hurling
row,
boats at the
motherfucker.
enemies.
Pow.
That's our move. We're nautical, baby.
For
Nice.
nautical.
Listen, a boat does a lot of damage.
I'm pretty sure a boat would do bad damage.
Okay, so I guess we'll mosey on to H17 because that's the next. That's across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, similar. The house, empty, missing
Crowbar.
clockwork crowbar. Missing the front door has been kind of. It looks like the front door has been knocked off its hinge. And more or less, not much more is in the house. You call out and you don't hear anything.
Okay. I was like, behold, your Lord and Savior is here.
Nice.
You move quickly. The group kind of moves quickly through both 14 and 15, finding similar effects. There really is no one else in there.
Yeah, I saw that. So it looks like
we all take mad pun damage from Templar Blaze's joke. Do the silver boats do piercing or bludgeoning damage?
God damn it.
all right. So H16 is a pretty big house, but A2 or A4. So A4 is closest to the center of this town. A2 is kind of like a little off, kind of closer to the lake, but they both seem to be large buildings.
So there's A1.
Have we checked the steak sauce yet?
You have not checked the steak sauce or A2, which is down the hill.
Before I think we should get as much as we can up here before we go down the hill, just in this spot right here.
I was just saying that because I know we had mentioned earlier that we were looking for like a town or city center, and they're generally going to be the largest or one of the largest buildings. That's the only reason I was like, on this map, from our point, like after we pass these first 4 houses, we would see A4, that big house in the middle of the town, and we would see A2 to our north. So I was saying that if you wanted to bypass some houses and go there, or if you wanted to like do literally house by house by house by house search.
Where? I was gonna say, then you know what? Why don't we go to A2 then, and we'll come back up the hill.
We want to go down, then come back up.
Yeah, if at that point we might as well then, since we're coming from that side. Steve poses a good point. That's the next closest, biggest.
Yeah, I mean,
building.
H16 is also a decently sized house too, but
it's about as big as 17, just in a weird shape.
yeah, just like as a corner. Yeah. All right, yeah, so we're gonna go to A2.
Tally-ho!
A small but stately manor home looks out over the village from the slope of a small hill. The only 2-story building in the community, its outer walls on the first floor are made from stone, while the second floor is constructed from lumber plaster, crowned by a slate roof. The opulence, however, is marred by the barricade around the front door. While the gaping hole of scorched stone and wood in the building's back corner indicates a recent fire, with its shuttered windows and barricade door, the manor looks as though it was ready to withstand a siege. But despite these preparations, it seems it didn't hold.
Lord, were you fisting buildings again?
And it's like, I swear I have done no fisting in this town, but the day is still new.
Let's talk about.
Like, as I say this, like I bring like each finger down and clench my fist and wave it at the sky.
You fisted the kitchen in that ranch back there. You'll be okay. We should probably go around to the back side where that hole is. I think that might be a little easier form of entry.
I'm gonna have my shield raised.
You want to enter from
sword at
two
the
positions? Two people go in the back and one person goes in the front?
I'll take front.
Well, the front was barricaded. That's why.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So
But
we
it said-
might as well just go into the back because that's an opening.
So wait, the barricade fell, right? Or it's like just like haphazardly just put together.
Oh, it fell? I thought it was still intact.
Well, it said that the
But there was a
barricade didn't
hole
do
in the
much
wall.
to assuade the whatever
The
happened.
siege.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still barricaded.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's still there.
All right, yeah, let's
got it.
just go in the back then.
All right, fine. Swing around the back door for fisting.
Oh God.
Yes.
Where
I'm going
did
in
it
on
go up
Hannah's
again?
bucket.
It's like in a castle, and I do like the shady look left, look right.
Like, you know what I mean? I
God.
do.
All right. So we're literally
So we're
swinging around
going
the
to-
side.
Yeah, H19 is where we're headed.
Fire seems to have drawn out like the back where the fire was seems to have like dug out into the back of this building. A dark room with stinks of rotted meat, and it just stinks of like rotted meat in the back of this where the fire seems to have happened.
Got it.
As
Good.
As that is happening, something starts to rustle, and
Ooh, rustling. What's rustling?
they starts to rustle, and you then start to hear a low like sound coming from inside.
I use
Like heavy breathing.
Yeah.
I use reach spell to throw a light inside of the room before inside of the house before we enter. So like 30 feet in, I just something just erupts in light and illuminates the.
I attempt to make
area.
a perception check right before he, because I can see in the dark. I want to see if I can see something right before he launches some light in there.
Okay.
You need to roll a check.
Perception.
Survival.
Yeah.
Perception. All right.
Let's
I
don't
rolled a
let your dreams be
3.
dreams.
13.
1 moment.
His light ruined my dark vision.
Yeah, he blinds you with his
Blind
light.
you.
It's like, ah!
By the light.
I'm too angry. I can't see.
Oh, the opposite of how
Exactly,
this game's
yeah.
anger works.
As your eyes kind of take to the darkness and you're looking in, and you start to hear that hard like grunting sound. Mud launches his light above you, and as it kind of crests over your head, you kind of like stride in and you create a massive shadow on the wall to the far back. As that shadow kind of like picks up and you can now quickly see with the light and within the darkness, I need you to make a reflex save, Steve.
Sure, I can do that.
I'm not Dormer.
And yes,
15.
15.
Reflex is not my strong suit. That's why I didn't take the crossbow.
Man,
I mean, it's not my strong suit either, but I'm proficient. That's all that matters. I'm actually better to hit with this crossbow than I am with my fucking flail.
that's a shame.
That's actually pretty common for clerics.
Yeah.
You take, Steve, you take 5 points of damage as this large black shadow rushes forward and gouges into your leg as you dive at the last moment out of the way, a second large black shadow rushes out, slamming into Mud. Mud needs to make a reflex save.
Okay. 17.
17?
Yes. I got 11 plus 6.
All right. You take 8 points of damage as this shadow kind of slams into you and just leaves a massive gash. Lucian, you kind of step back now and you see what you see, right, are 2 large boars. Their face is covered in gore as they seem to have been eating on something, and they seem angry that you have disturbed them. Please roll, everyone roll initiative.
What is up with just fighting animals and shit?
It's a one-shot. We fight a whole bunch of shit.
Give me the army of undead.
Who said they were going to be undead? I said it was a one-shot, and we're using the Book of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got.
Everyone built to kill undead, and it's like, nope, everything's alive.
I got the stank eye when I wanted to play necromancer. I had rolled a 22.
22. All right.
18.
I think 14, 6 and 8.
Yeah, Zach, it's your initiative.
I'm rolling well on this shit. Instead of wasting a bolt, I'm just going to hit it with a... We're going to see if this works, see if this does anything. I'm going to hit it with a Divine Lance. You unleash a beam of divine energy, and it's a good aligned beam, because that's what I got. So, 28 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. Well, let's see if it. Is that a crit or just a regular hit?
28. That is a critical. Sorry.
Cool. So I will roll that twice. So the first one was 8. And 5 is 13 plus my spellcasting building modifier, which is 4. So that would be just 21.
Okay.
21 damage.
21.
Does it look like this thing?
It is not happy with that. It is still standing on its feet.
Oh, it took the damage?
Yeah.
It took the damage. Oh. Gentlemen, I think there might be something up with this.
Well, hold on. I have to ask. If it's neutral, it still takes the damage, right?
No.
No,
Oh.
it doesn't. It doesn't.
Then it's zero damage.
It has to oppose the alignment
Yeah.
for alignment
got it.
damage.
And neutral is basically immune to divine light. So
Basically,
that's
but
kind of
they
why-
also can't actually do anything with.
Yeah.
If your deity's true neutral, then you can't do any positive or negative stuff.
Got it. Sorry, I
Yeah,
apologize
which
for
kind of
that.
is the suck part.
Your divine lance washes upon the hide of the boar, but the boar just kind of like shakes it off as if it's some of the rain that you're standing in right now.
Wonderful. I am going to give an action to my jackal, and it is going to charge. It is going to bite at the one that ran into me. So what is that's plus 6 to hit. Roll the dice. Ooh, nat 20, bitch.
Ooh, there we go.
Nice.
Damn.
How many allies are right next to this thing?
All that matters.
Did this one? Well, I do extra damage if there are 2 allies within reach of the creature.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're considered an ally, and so is Steve. So
Yeah. That's why I was asking. Yeah.
You and
It's
me
2
are
extra allies.
Lucian.
even
right there.
Lucian, yeah, like Fabio's character, you guys all, because we're playing again Theater of the Mind. So you have to understand these things like came right out, rushed you guys, and it gored you, and then it spun around, and it's like I'm a angry wild boar.
I'm an angry animal.
All right.
I'm an angry animal. Yeah.
I do 4d4 plus 2. Yeah. So let's.
And there's 2 boars.
There
there's
are
two
two
creatures?
separate boars. There's the one
Okay.
that charged you, and then there's the one that charged Zach. And currently
Gotcha.
Zach's attacking his.
Yep.
3.
By the way, Fabio, I don't know if you know this, but the creators of Moon Knight clearly listened to our podcast and stole all of your old agent's characters' lore.
Oh yeah.
With the whole like wrappings and everything.
Yo, I was just like, oh shit! Like I know that guy.
Yeah. Oh, it's magic healing wrappings. I was
like, that's Savius. That's Savius.
Yeah.
All right, so I deal 14 piercing damage thanks to pack attack.
Nice.
And then with its last action, it's actually going to dip behind me.
Just go around. Got it. Steve, Domar.
All right, Domar is glad that he gets to engage in combat, but also mad, so he's going to rage. And as you see his rage, you actually see a different, almost like ethereal spirit kind of grab the same axe that he's grabbing, and all of a sudden it starts to kind of drip with like black energy.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I
so
like
we're gonna do negative damage because we just saw that positive damage didn't do anything. And I'm gonna take a big old swing at the one that's in front of me because that's something you do.
Yeah, my spell kind of washed over it. I was like, it's alive! It's alive!
24.
That will hit.
All right. Wield this two-handed mighty axe of doom.
Fucking up.
Let's see. And it does take negative damage.
Yeah, oh, it does.
Living.
Okay.
If it's living,
It's
Yeah, if it's living,
it's
it'll take the
neutral.
negative
It's
damage.
neutral living.
And it takes 16 points of negative damage. And also slashing. It's slashing too.
All right, so you slash into the creature, this boar that's next to you, and you leave this just deep wound in the creature, and it hisses with negative damage.
And we will. Let's see. What can I do here? Okay, that doesn't. Yep. Okay, that's stuff only if I'm frightened. Okay, we'll try that again because why not?
Seems to be working.
Yeah. Let's see.
you get.
That will definitely miss because I rolled a total of 16. With map, it's -5 on that, but sadly, I rolled max weapon damage.
Would you want to give me a hero point?
Oh, that's a little early.
A little early for that. Okay.
A little early. So that's 3 actions. So I get
the
mad
boar is
and I chop at it.
The boar is going to tusk you
Yes.
once. So let's see how this works.
AC 19 because I'm raging.
15 will miss, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And then so it misses once. Attack with its second, head. So
It's
gonna
other
swing
tusk.
to other tusk. It's gonna whip its head back and forth. That will hit with a 22.
Yes. More.
So 2d6 plus 4 damage.
I am going to use a reaction to cast my focus spell. Protector Sacrifice.
That's a good one.
I reduced the damage by 6, but I take that instead.
All right. So you take 6, and Steve, you take. Sorry.
How much total damage was it?
Sorry, it was 13 altogether. So you minus 6.
Oh,
so
you
take
take 7.
7.
Yeah.
I got it.
And now the boar is going to move away from you to 20, 30 feet.
Yeah. Sadly,
it's
I'm not
gonna-
a fighter because I don't have attack weapon.
Yeah. It's going to set itself up for its charge.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Fabio, you go.
How far is the boar that just got like mangled up a little bit from me?
The one, both of them have been hit, right? So,
Okay.
the the best way to look at it, Fabio, the dwarf is kind of 5 feet in front of you, and Zach is maybe 10 feet next to you.
Oh wait, so the boar that was 5 feet, it just moved back, right?
Yeah, it moved back into the darkness.
I can swing at it, right?
That would no. The boar would be 10 feet away from you. So if you have reach, yes.
Gotcha. No, because it moved away. That's what I'm saying. If I'm right next to Domar and he was engaged with the boar, and it moved back into the shadows, I can swing at it.
No, Domar is 5 feet in front of you.
I was the first
10
in.
feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position myself in front of Domar, right? There should be a board to my right, right?
No, you'll move away from it. So the boar in front of Domar ran back into the shed.
Yeah.
So it moved back 30 feet. So it moved back into the shed.
Got it.
It's still in front of Domar. Next to you on your right, there is a boar that's fighting Zach.
Attacking Zach, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
That one never moved.
That one has not moved.
It
yet.
ran out, hit him, and then stayed there.
And then stayed there. And then its turn comes after your turn. So that's what it's doing.
Got it. So like I'm like screaming, I'm like, how about you? And like my eyes goes crossed as I like look at it. Right? Like it's filled with like confusion and rage, but not berserker rage, just fury.
I want you to try to fist the boar, but roll a 1 and then fist mud.
That's how it goes all wrong. Right?
That's a whole totally different podcast.
Right. So the first thing I'm going to try and do is I am going to try and demoralize it, because I'm a dark-heeled kitsune. It doesn't have to speak my language at all. So I'm just looking at it with like angry cross eyes, and like my tail start like glowing with like black fire, right, and shaking. So and I'm trying to intimidate it.
Sure. Make your intimidation check.
I took something to avoid getting intimidated.
What is that?
He said he rolled an 18.
No, 18.
18?
Yeah.
That ties the boar's will, which is a 10.
Success.
If it meets, it beats.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's frightened 1.
Huzzah. Right.
Nice.
I am going to slash at it with my bastard sword, my second action.
Okay.
That is a 16 plus...
That will hit.
Oh, 16 off the bat will hit without anything?
Well, I'm assuming you have a plus 1.
10. Oh,
yes.
12, 20.
So,
I got a 28.
So that's actually a crit because you lowered it. So again, frightened lowers their AC by 1 by the condition it has. So its AC is 18, goes down to a 17. Fabio got a 28, which makes it a critical success.
Right, and I was like, I'm looking at it like, bacon is for dinner.
I, funny enough, have something for this.
You have a fire?
18
anyone
points of
has
damage,
fire.
slashing damage.
18?
18 points of slashing damage.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, the boar goes down as you slash into it,
Right.
but then it stands back up.
Wait, for real? It stands right back up?
They'll use its reaction of ferocity and stands back up at 1 at wounded 1.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah, boys have that. I love that.
So like as it like goes down, like since I know it's afraid, I'm just like, and I'm breathing like, yes, you want more? I request more bacon from you. And I'm going to kick the shit out of it with my foot.
Just punt it across the room.
I'm trying to punt its head off. Oh no! Come on. And drop my whole dice under the table. Oh. Okay.
Not part of the dice, the whole dice.
As an 18.
That will hit.
Woohoo!
So Steve, I have a question.
He can't use another reaction as it goes down.
It can't, but it avoids being knocked out and remains at 1 hit point. but its wounded value increases by 1.
So
Now
it's
it
wounded
goes-
1, and now it's now
Yeah.
goes to dying 2.
Now it goes to dying 2.
But the thing is that it's a monster, so it does.
Yeah, I will just say Fabio kills it.
Yeah.
I stomp its head in, and I carve a piece of bacon off.
Nice.
The idea is it can technically do it 3 times. I know the
Yeah.
creature you're talking about. It can do 3
Yeah.
times. So if you don't do what you just did, or you say you missed, it will have another turn. Is basically what happened.
That's what it is. Got it.
Yeah, because it
So
can
I
only
literally
just like a
stomp it
player.
out, like,
Yeah.
I'm stomping it out and like trying to shave off bacon, and I'm looking at us, lads. There will be breakfast. All we need is eggs.
Nice.
I'm a vegetarian.
Top of the round.
My
Zach,
condolences.
I have a question. How much I get?
How much
since
bacon
I'm
do you get?
devout Invigorating fear. You are invigorated by the shock of a prank or the thrum of terror. You gain temporary hit points equal to the creature's level or 3, whichever is higher.
3, because it's a CR2.
Fantastic. I got 3 temps.
Nice.
I honestly thought you were
there
going
we
to
go.
ask how much bacon you're going to get.
How much
I mean,
bacon?
that's. I'm waiting for after combat for that one.
How much bacon do I get for the bacon?
I'm dead ass. I want that bacon.
Making
it's top of the round,
waffles.
Zach.
Oh, I go again. I'm going to. What do I do? I'm going to.
So the other one went back into the house to try to like.
It moved back into the yeah.
In order to try and charge. I'm going.
Bacon. Mm-mm.
Craft bacon.
You know what? Let's run in. Let's run. No, let's not. Actually, yeah. You know what? We'll do this. We'll do this bullshit. I am going to cast guidance on. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna cast shield and move in closer to kind of give it something to oh, but no, that targeted reflex. That was a reflex. You know what? Fuck it. I cast guidance on the barbarian and I don't know, try to throw a rock to kind of just like annoy it.
Okay.
And then I'll send the dog in because it moves 30 feet. Jack will move in and nip at it.
Okay.
Rolling. 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Cool. And there's no one around it, so it just does a regular damage. Hey, that's a 4 + 1 is 5 piercing damage.
Cool.
And that's it.
All right.
Can't do anything against the living.
Steve, you go.
All right, so I'm gonna use my first level feat and sudden charge. He wants to run away from me. No one escapes.
Nice.
Remember, you have guidance. +1.
I yell like, offer them no quarter.
All right. So you
Quarter.
charge in.
I want the whole thing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh,
That was good. That was
10
good.
plus
That
9,
was good.
19 plus 1, 20.
that will hit.
And I will do, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of damage.
All right. It goes down and stands back up.
Gotcha.
Gotcha, bitch. With my final action, I'll swing at it. Try to swing at it again.
You can't, sir. You
Why
have given
not?
me too many actions.
No, just 2.
No, he hasn't. No,
No, I know. Go ahead.
Let's see. It's 20. I don't get the +1, so 15.
That misses.
Ah, boo.
Boo. All right. So my boar goes. My boar whips its head back and forth. One at the dog and one at the barbarian. First at the barbarian because you are the closest. It's at a plus 10 to hit. That is a 30. So
That
I
will crit. Yep.
So 2d6 is now a little more.
Oofa doofa.
Boo!
Yeah. 15 points of damage. And now 1 to the puppy dog.
Not the dog. Anyone
Does
but
a
the dog.
21 hit the puppy dog?
Yes, it's just a regular hit. Roll
Alright.
low, roll low.
15 points of damage to the puppy dog.
Dang it, the dog's dead.
Bonk, damn.
It Elden Ring missed.
Nice.
Jackal, no!
And
Oh
then
no, my
then-
maiden. You're maidenless again. Jared?
You're maidenless. No.
I'm Jackaless again, no!
And then it's going to run 40 feet out and try and scurry away. I believe.
It can run far.
Well, if it's running past me, it's gonna run past Lord Lucian. So
Lord
he
Lucian.
he should get an attack.
He should theoretically get an attack of opportunity, but you are cutting up some bacon, so it's up to you.
I will jack up some bacon. And I go, bacon? More bacon!
So you may make an attack of opportunity.
Okay, I'm going to shield bash it and try and crush its skull in. I got a shield boss. 13 plus 12, that's a 25.
That will hit.
And kill it. Because
Yeah, I mean, it
I
dies
crack
because
into
it can't reaction.
Pop.
It runs into, like, you know when they like crash and the car runs into the wall and you see the crash to be like go forward? That's what happens to this pig. Right? And
so
the whole time I'm like, yeah.
So the pig gets slammed and like that's it. Like you got an attack of bacon, as Crimson next says.
Attack of bacon.
So yeah, you smash it in the face and the thing just stops. And drops to 0 hit points and drops to the floor. To Zach and Steve, being inside the dining room, this dining room looks almost peaceful. Everything is in its place, and the table is set with finery. It almost looks normal, except for the splatters of blood on the floor next to the table. The blood trails to the kitchen, which is completely in disarray.
What do they have against kitchens here?
Where you entered, it's completely scorched and has kind of collapsed down a little bit.
Fireball.
Is the blood, is that from like the fight that would just happen, or is that different?
Survival check, please.
Oh, I could do that. Let's see. Can I use this thing? No, it's a medicine check if I want to do that. Let's see. Survival is 9 and 8 is 17.
What'd you get?
17. I rolled 9.
17. Some of it's from the piggies, and some of it is definitely old.
All right. So I want to try. Well, actually, yeah, I was just trying to use this forensic acumen, which is something I got from my background. To understand the principles of forensic medicine, making you better at examining bodies to determine the cause of death or injury. I can perform basically recall knowledge with medicine, which potentially give me a plus on another check if I am successful. Is that something I can use here, or is it something I can't? The idea is I'm going to use my medicine to like boost another check to see if I can.
Yeah,
well,
sure.
In a way, it's like CSI just trying to figure out from the blood splatter what could have made it.
You can only do it if you use one of your CSI maneuvers, and you put sunglasses on, and you have to end your thing with a terrible
And I have to
pun.
have the Who playing in the background.
And then you have to have the hoop play in the background,
okay.
but it has to end with a terrible pun.
It depends on what kind of knowledge I get.
What knowledge do you need?
And I'm just kidding. I literally have that skill, but it's all right. I'm not gonna bother.
While he's
Okay.
doing that, I literally do want to have at least one slice of bacon burned on black fire.
I'm
Sure. Please make a craft check to acquire bacon.
Oh shit, I rolled well. 16, I don't know, plus what?
Intelligence.
It's intelligence.
I'm sorry.
-1. 15.
You may get some bacon.
Woohoo! Bacon! Bacon acquired.
You just hold it up in your over your head like you're fucking Link. Do-do-do-do. Bacon.
And I go, behold! I have killed the swine and have
Starts
acquired
floating over your head.
provisions.
How are you making it do that?
I go, royalty, sir. Royalty.
I
Hey.
feel like that's not a royalty thing and just a. Okay.
So then I walk in, like, I stow the bacon away,
Mm-hmm.
and like now I'm like intrigued on what's going on. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking of bacon.
You get some bacon, but you failed your checks, so you also get some trichinosis.
Oh man.
That's rough.
I feel like I'm on Oregon Trail all of a sudden.
Yeah, so make it fort safe for cardiac arrest.
I'll roll another dice for that one. Oh, 14. That's good. Wait,
Not
that's
bad.
good.
So you
Oh,
realize,
+9.
Steve and Zach, both your characters do realize that on the inside of this house, it seems that there is a lot of dry blood that was dragged into here. The rest come from outside. And not outside the building, like in the room next door.
Gotcha.
You die of dysentery.
After like 10 minutes or so, I'm again refocusing during this time of Dormer kind of looking around and Lord Lucian is skinning a hog. I'm going to suggest that we check deeper into the house.
All right, while he's doing that, I'm going to medicine check myself because I took some damage.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I put my knife, I put some bacon away, you know, I wipe my hands, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I have a nice handkerchief. And I walk inside and I was just like, all right. I was like, okay, Squire, what have you uncovered?
Which one of us are you talking to?
And I was like, the Squire. And I literally look at the both of you.
Because I was just staring at a wall. I wasn't doing anything. I was like,
Bob, you just
I was
like loading.
I was reposing in the
Yes, looking
corner,
at a wall.
refocusing. I gotta make a symbol of an ankh in order to refocus.
All right, it succeeded, and I got 11 hit points back. 'Cause
Nice.
I rolled 14, 22, and I need to get a DC 15. So
So I'm gonna step into the house.
So stepping into the kitchen, you now see, again, besides the blood from the boar that you guys were attacking, Domar points out that there seems to be dry blood in here. There is no body. Domar's like, I didn't find any body in this room. In here, the kitchen is a mess. Through the door, you can see the dining room, and the dining room, again, the table seems to be set up as if they're like someone was expecting dinner, but sadly you don't see anything else except for another dried blood stain on the inside of the dining room.
Got it. So I'm doing like a lap around the dining room. Like I'm looking at the cups. I'm looking at like the plates.
Yeah,
Like, is
it's
it
all
like
nice? It's finery. It's very nice. It's high level finery, silvered goblets, you know, porcelain plates. It's all very nice. Beautiful golden. What is it called? Candle.
candelabras.
Candelabras. Yeah.
Lumieres, just a whole bunch of Lumieres.
Is the silverware made out of silver?
Yes,
But I grab like a fistful of knives.
that's fine. It's like butter knives and stuff like that.
Hey,
Smart idea.
they still stab. All right, so I'll grab like just a handful, but I'm like also looking like, is there water in any of the glasses? Is there any wine in any of the glasses?
Is there
You said
like
it was
a
set up,
layer
like-
of dirt or dust on everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dusty. Obviously because of the fire, it's there's a little bit more soot in this area.
You said that Mud and I had discovered there was that this blood had a path to a door.
That leads into the kitchen, the dining room.
Oh, the dining
And
room.
you see that's where Henny kind of followed.
Okay.
And then sorry, not Henny, sorry, yeah. Lucian followed into the other room and now Lucian is claiming
Claiming silver.
as
Silverware.
yeah.
Got it.
I have acquired the refinery of this house, and I shall dub it mine. Moving forward,
Is this
Yeah,
how you
so
become
I'm just-
Lord?
like I'm doing like a sweep at this point, just trying to see if there's. You said there's like, all right, so we basically did the kitchen, we did the dining room.
Kitchen and dining room. There is a set of double doors to your left. They are shut. And there are windows. So again, this is the first floor. So there are windows. You can see the windows. 2 of the windows have been smashed in.
Again with the smashing in.
The rest of the windows, let's see, are fine, actually.
Got it. So I'm gonna raise my shield, and I'll just like, comrades, prepare yourself, right? And I'm gonna open the double doors.
Yep. These are pocket doors. So as you slide them open, they slide into the wall. They slide, one seems to be kind of off its hinge and you take a second to adjust it. And then you finally are able to slide it open. As you now enter the entranceway. Here you see a large set of stairs that head up to a secondary floor. You now see the front door as you kind of make your way to the front of again, you have your entranceway. So you come in and you see the stairs going up. You walk around the stairs to the front of the entranceway. That is where a large set of double doors are. The barricade is on the outside of that. Where the double doors stand, it's just a pool of dried blood. Like a lot. Not like a little bit, a lot. If you discarded, or additionally near the blood, if you discarded short swords and a steel shield lie next to the mess. Two cloak rooms sit on either side of this entryway, both containing a few storm cloaks, along with a single finely crafted mantle bearing the town sigil. The sigil is a spring atop a hill. And the stairs lead up to the second floor, and they are currently, no one's on them.
Got it.
But they're fine. And then past this, the foyer or the entranceway, again, another set of pocket doors.
Got it.
Grab that.
So I want to sweep the first floor. So I look back and I was like,
Super fast. You do like the super sweep of that.
bang the door open, dive in with a shield, behold! And I look left, right.
So are you moving from here to that other set of double doors to your right?
I would want to.
The pocket double doors? Sure.
Yes.
So you go in there, you pull those open, you look inside. Here is this 2-story library on the western end of the building features a massive window looking out towards the manor's titular spring. Before this room played host to you notice that there seems to be like many fineries in here. It's now dark and a coppery tang suffuses the air.
I'll throw another light ball into the center of this room.
Shield raised.
Sure. Entering into this area, blood stains onto the floor, and next to it is a silver dagger, a shattered glass goblet, and a half-emptied bottle of red wine turned to vinegar.
Oh man, we can smell the vinegar from here. That means it's been here for a while.
Yeah.
Bet. Okay. the light that it has in, I want to do like a hard sweep looking up. You said it's like a 2-story library, right?
Yeah,
You
it's
said?
a floor to ceiling library. Make
So-
a perception check, please.
Fantastic.
I did grab.
That's the one.
So.
You see nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The light's in your eye. Zach, you grabbed the cloak, correct?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. I'm holding it. I'm carrying it like draped over my arm. I'm not putting it on or anything, but I have it.
Sure. Domar?
What I want to do is kind of like,
Make
brush
perception check?
past, yeah, and I want to do the checking of the perception.
So like I point at the room without even looking. Go, behold, a library.
22.
A PC who searches the area with a successful perception check also uncovers a dawn light that is underneath a chair. So you kind of like look around and
I'm gonna kick a chair and it
bump into a
explodes.
chair. Yeah, you bump into a chair and under it is a dawn light. What is a dawn light, sir? Well, I'll tell you. You don't have to get sassy with me. It's on page 18.
They're like, what's that?
A dawn light. This shining symbol of Sarenrae depicts the goddess with her arms held wide. In the center of the symbol is a crystal reliquary with a perfect feather floating inside, glowing bright as a candle.
Ooh.
So it's a item level 3. It's uncommon, it's divine, it's evocation. Its bulk is light. Activation, cast, spell, frequency once per day. The Dawnlight cast first level, disrupt undead or light. The Dawnlight spell attack roll or counteract check are +7. And any spell with the light trait is treated as though a counteract level were 1 higher than that. It's not the greater, sadly, which does a lot of other different things.
Yeah,
I can't find that.
So
it's a
you
named
find
item. I
that.
don't think they can have it on there.
Yeah, so you find that.
Sweet.
So as
Look
I'm,
at you finding rewards
yeah,
and
as I'm
treasure.
ruffling through, I'm like, what is this? What is this small spiky thing? And I almost crush it. I'm like, oh wait. And I'm
Seems
like,
important.
this seems important. This seems important.
It
This
seems
seems
they
important.
It seems they followed Sarenrae in this house, or at least the person who all this belonged to did.
Yeah.
It would seem so. It would seem so.
So I give it to the
Sarenrae is a
one person
very-
who can actually use magic.
All right.
Fabio, got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Fabio.
Good job, Fabio.
Like I have
knew you
magic
could
in
do
my
it.
blood, but I can't do
You
magic.
got the magic in you.
Fist people with this, and I hand it to Fabio.
Does the chair bounce after you bump? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Well, it says I can do disrupt
Undead or light, and it's at a +7. So if you use Disrupt Undead, it's +7.
Okay, cool.
And that's mostly the first floor. You've cleared the first floor.
Yeah, I
of
definitely
this
want to go
house.
to the second floor.
So, as you start to head up, Domar, you start to head up the stairs, followed closely by Lucian and Mud. Can all 3 of you please make a survival check?
I can do that.
Like
Does it
16
have to be survival?
Yes.
-1, 15.
8 and 7 is 15.
I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 7.
I got a 15. 16 -1.
So, Domar and Lucian, as you kind of are heading up the stairs, you guys can walk two abreast.
Healed up.
You do
Axe
notice barefoot human footprints going up and down the stairs, caked mud tracked,
Oh, that's is it dried mud or is it?
dried mud.
Oh, okay. I was saying like,
Yes,
oh,
I'm
this is
behind
new.
you.
This is
I'm
dirt.
behind you, very dry.
Heading up onto the second floor, you kind of come out onto the second floor stairwell, and then you can either turn left or to right. It's up
We
to you.
look both ways before we cross the street. Is
We
it dark
see,
up here?
and you said like, are there any like heavier prints one way as opposed to the other?
To the right.
Okay, right it is.
All right. Following quickly to the right, you come to a hallway. Down this hallway, you see two sets of doors, right? The first set is a single door, and the second one is one of those double set doors that you pocket doors. The first set you kind of push in. Here there are two. So this room, you kind of push your way in, is unremarkable save for the northeast corner where the kitchen fire ate through the floor and walls. Between the flames, smoke, and exposure to the rain, all the furnishing in the room are completely ruined. The door leading into here seemed to be very easy to open, like it might have been broken off of its hinge.
Gotcha. So just push it open to see if it opens.
And you're clearly over the kitchen because again, that fire that came up ate its way through here also.
Got it. So open the door, we just see like a fire scorched room.
Yeah, and it's again, you notice two small single beds in this room.
Gotcha. I'm gonna like do that, like I bend down to like peek and see if I see anything under the bed.
Sadly, no.
Okay. I'm gonna look back and I was just like, no boogeymen underneath this bed.
Good check. Good check.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye open in every room for the specifics on this book that we were told to find.
Sure.
So.
Moving from here, you now head to the double set of doors and you pull this one open, and this is clearly the master bedroom. You walk in, very large. Inside, you see at the far end of the corner is the very large king, almost California king-sized bed. Since this is Golarion, we'll call it a
California Absalon.
Absalon-sized bed, yeah. Comfortable. There's and everyone give me a quick perception check, please. DC 10.
11.
Oh, well, I rolled a 10. So I crit.
I rolled an 11. I rolled 2.
You kind of walk in, you look around, you see a vanity, you see some other fineries draping around, and you do notice a lockbox, a very large chest. Walking up to it, you do notice it is locked. It has one of those padlocks on it.
I stab it one good time.
I was gonna say, someone's gonna break it.
You stab the chest and you hit wood.
Good. Right, and I look at it like, you can never be too careful.
All right. What would my friends like to do?
I don't have lock picks. I have crowbar, and I have brute strength.
I will cast guidance on Lord Lucian.
I do not have skills in unlocking things. I have skills in breaking things. That's two different things.
We've got fists.
You guys gonna fist the shit out of this lockbox.
Fisting the shit out of this lockbox.
Turn a light
Fist
on.
the box. Fist the box.
Turn a light on.
All right. So who wants to fist hardest?
I do.
Fabio will fist
yeah.
hardest. But so Domar, will you back him up equal fisting?
11.
I want to take a look at the room in general, kind of like be on guard, since he's casting spells to give him guidance and light and everything. I want to keep an eye on the room and the entrance where we came in.
All right.
I got
So
26.
So I'll be on guard.
Wait, plus guidance, 27.
27. So you start to just pummel the shit out of the top of this box. Just boosh, boosh. And then the box kind of like you punch your way into this wood. Now you punched your way into the wood and you start to clear it, pulling back the planks of the top of this lockbox. Inside contains a bag filled with 120 gold pieces and assorted coins, a number of papers, 2 lesser healing potions, and a magic hat and a magic sword, a +1 sword and a hat of disguise.
Ooh. What type of sword?
It's a +1 short sword.
Oh, cool. What is like rewards for those that victorious in fisting? I just start handing out money to everyone.
Why
120,
didn't they
right?
use these weapons? I mean, obviously, it did, like, a lot of the other generic equipment didn't really help them, but why would they keep this stuff locked in when they were getting assaulted?
I do not know.
Clearly they are dumb. Right, so I'm gonna take the, what was it? You said 120 gold, right?
In assorted coins, yeah. So
Yeah,
silvers,
we can worry about
coppers,
this
you know.
later. We can carry this
you
with
know.
us, and
We'll hold on to it. You know, it's fun stuff.
it's
I, mean,
loot.
I give it out
But
like,
no
within,
book.
like,
Yeah.
here's your allowance.
But
If
no
you-
book,
if
right?
you if you spend about 10 minutes to flip through the papers, you notice that these are the deeds to several of the buildings in the town.
Oh, yeah, I want to
Oh.
like fan through it. and
We're
see
now
if
the
we can
mayor of
find
this
what's
town.
His face's name? Jackra?
Yeah.
No, this is
yeah,
Fiona's faith. That's the name
Yes,
of the
but
town.
no, do we see the name Jakra on any of the paperwork?
Yeah.
Sadly, no.
Damn. Okay.
Alright.
All right, go. I was just like, what did they say when you're the fucking thing? I was like, hold faith, friends. We shall find this Jackra, but we must venture forth. Tally ho! And I just walk out the room.
Tell
Yeah, so we clear, I guess, the rest of the upstairs if there's any upstairs left to clear.
So you go to the opposite side, you pop those door, that single door open, and you realize you're at the top of the library. So it's
okay.
just a walkway to the top of the library from the first floor. Heading back down the stairs, you kind of come out, and you realize there was not much there. The rain is still coming down as hard as possible. Heading back up to the crossroads you can see between H13 and A1 over there by the steakhouse. You kind of have this small point there.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where you is.
All right. So do we see anything at like moving around or anything weird at A1?
At A1.
Yeah, what is the description like? If we can see, like, what is that? What does that house look like?
So moving closer to that, painted on the side of the stone building near the village center is a painted on the side of this building near the village center is a pile of timber behind a cross mining pick and a shovel. The front door proclaims this to be Warland's Yard, purveyor of general goods and supplies. The inside looks as though it's been thoroughly looted.
Gotcha. So I do like the quick. It goes up. Hark! Is anyone hiding in there?
I want to do the quick kind of like squinty eye at the building, and attempt to. I don't think the building is actually what it seems.
It's not a mimic.
Oh, it's not.
Yo,
well,
that's the first
no.
thought. I said, if you tell me it's a mimic, I'm leaving.
Honestly, thought it was an illusion.
Yep, you just hear doop, doop. That's it.
Yeah, it's just Fabio. Fabio's disconnected from the call.
Fabio has left the party.
Sure, I'll kick in the door.
As you kick in the door, the door kind of like swings open, slams in. You start to walk around. As you do, in the back, you hear a sound as if some cans or something has fallen over. You know, clink, and then you hear something skitter around in the building.
Chase after it.
I'm going to follow him, shield raised. And sword out. Be like, show yourself, fiend!
As you turn the corners through some of the aisles, you know, again, this is, think of like a local
General store.
You go through, you look through the first one, you look through the second one, and you turn the corner, and staring up at you is a mangy tabby cat.
I think we can leave the cat alone.
And I lean over toward Domar is like, those are not good for eating, correct?
All right. I don't know if we're gonna find anything good here anymore. Maybe it's best if we just move on.
Okay. So I give it like the once over, and I go, the wise man is correct.
Wise man again.
Hey, when you say something right, you're wise. When I give you an order, you're a squire. Follow suit, sir.
Yeah, we'll back out of this house.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, more like a store, but yeah.
As you're kind of heading out, you now hear another sound coming from the back, and it sounds like something knocking on the door.
You hear something knocking on the back of the store.
In the back of the store.
Like, you know, we do that slow turn back. Like, what the?
And I
was
literally
I do
like,
not think cats can knock.
yeah, no, I do the quick turn and I goes, look, we just fisted a house. Don't stir with us.
There's many fists to go around. And we're just waving at like whatever's making that noise at the corner.
I just love making Zach cringe.
And they do like a sweep around the back of the house, shield raised, sword out.
All right, heading to the back, you now hear, as you kind of start to head to the back, shield raised, you can now hear that knocking it, but it's slow and it's constant.
That's, god damn it.
Is there wind outside?
Oh yeah, it's raining. You kind of head to the back and now you see a back door. Clearly this might go to a storeroom or something, and the door is every so often bouncing forward. The kitty cat has followed you, and every so often it's meowing at Steve, at Domar. He'll like get up next to your leg and do that like that purr and then that like meow.
See, if the cat wasn't right next to me, I really want to rip this door off. Like, I'm pissed. Like, this stupid door.
Channeling Bailey.
Just like ripping the door off the fucking hinge.
Ripping the door.
Because if cats are revered in the deserts, Amud will attempt to corral the cat towards him to keep it safe.
As you start to like reach for the cat, again, it's a shaggy tabby cat, and the cat kind of like moves away from you, and it does that like normal cat stuff where it's gonna like avoid you.
Okay, well, as long as it stays away from the from the dwarf that is ready
Destroying
to
a door.
destroy the house.
And then we will move on.
The house.
Yes,
Just
All right, if we're gonna be spending
So
an
I'm
hour,
gonna
be sitting here just treating wounds for an hour.
No, I'm just playing. All right, we'll go to the next spot. We got H13 and H12, or well, we're behind it. Which H16?
So hold on. So you're in this place and you see the door, right? The door is knocking and knocking, and it's constant and annoying.
Okay, rip the door off the hinge.
I was literally serious. I'm like, I'm gonna rip the door. The knocking is annoying to me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna try to rip the door with the hinges.
So
I will assist.
You get to the door, and Lucian gets to the door, and Lucian, so you're kind of standing at the door, shield raised. Domar kind of reaches out and grabs the door, and as Domar rears back, Mud finally picks up the tabby cat, and the tabby cat lets out a hiss. And Mud,
shit.
you notice on the door was, one of those J hooks.
Yeah.
And it was locked from the outside. As Domar rips the door open, and out of the shadows, a gnarled, rotten hand reaches forth, followed by another and another, as a swarm of zombies come flooding out the back of the building.
Yes.
Everyone roll initiative.
Yay!
Yes.
The cat hisses and jumps all out of your arms, Mud.
13.
Yeah, that's
plus
fair.
6.
Oh, but I rolled shitty this time.
That's a decent one, actually. I got a 19.
12.
16. I rolled this like. What is your initiative, man? I'm sorry.
Who, mine?
No, Zach. What's your initiative?
It's 9.
Oh.
I rolled a 3.
Oh well, that doesn't help.
Damn.
Sorry, Fabio, what'd you get?
I got a 19.
And Domar?
16.
Okay. Sorry. I have to roll for my 5 zombies.
Yes.
Rolling really well before, not so much now.
What's that? +3. All right, so that's an 8.
Time
that's
for
a
my
14.
first nuke.
14.
But if I'm also very well equipped to deal with undead.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Fucking wreck 'em.
Reckon. Damn near killed him.
All right, so my zombies go. 3 of them go before you guys,
Oh, man, I figured.
and 2 of them go after you guys.
Okay.
So Plague Zombie 1, 2, and 3 reach out and try to take a bite out of Crime, and by Crime I mean Domar.
Yes.
Not Domar.
So first one, Plague Zombie 1 has a fist attack. He needs to hit, and then I need to make a bludgeoning.
They're
plus
trying
grab.
to fist us back.
They're trying to fist
They
back.
learned.
12 plus 9 will hit, correct?
12 plus 9.
10,
Yes.
11, 21.
Yeah.
All right, so that hits. That deals D8 plus bludgeoning damage plus grab.
Sure. Grab means you spend an action, you grab me.
Yep.
Zombies got fists.
Yeah,
7,
but hopefully it's slow. So
7, 8, 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, a zombie is permanently slowed, by the way, and can't use reactions. Just FYI.
yeah.
And then it spends its next action to grab you.
Yes.
So that's zombie 1. Zombie 2, gonna same thing. 19 plus 9.
Oh, yeah. If it was just 19, you would miss, but yeah.
Yeah. So
But they will not crit.
13 points of damage. This one rolled max damage, actually. And then it will grab, so you're doubly grabbed?
Yes, you can be double grab. Because I have to break
Alright.
out of each grab if I want to do stuff.
21 on third
21.
zombie.
Yep. that'll hit.
Dams.
6 points of damage. This rolled max minimum damage. And you're triply grabbed. So 3 grabs.
God.
Lucian, you go.
Okay, so I said it was like, unhand them. I'm going to slash at the first zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that may be a miss. 14.
AC 13.
Oh shit! I rolled
They're
a 2.
zombies.
It's a zombie. It's a
There's
I don't
zombies.
know. I rolled a
Yeah.
2. I'm pretty like in my mind. I'm thinking that's gonna miss.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, so that hit. Fantastic. Oh shit! 7 and 4 is 11 points of damage.
Is this slashing?
It is slashing.
17 points of damage.
Oh shit!
It did more.
Oh, yeah, this has got weakness to slashing. I'll take that.
Mhm.
They're all just sinew. They're like you slice and it just keeps going through.
So is that one still like standing and maneuvering and doing shit?
Oh yeah, they got a shit ton of life though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Low HP, but they have 1 less action.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have a boatload of hit points.
Another
It's
trip
just
of
basically like
bag of hit points.
a giant hit point sponge.
3. That's a 15. That's gonna hit. Then another one. 4 and 4 is 8.
I'm going to say
18.
this. Ready, Fabio? I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
You're at like 70 hit points.
You collectively, with the number of zombies on the field, you have to do 200 and almost 300 points of damage to kill
Good.
all of the zombies.
Good God. All right.
All right, so you hit. Remember AC 13.
Okay. So the third. Well, that's all on the first one. All right. God.
How much did you do to
The second attack. How much did you do?
Did 4 and 4 is 8. And you said there's a weakness. Plus 10 is 18, right?
Nice, 18. Yeah.
All right. So I just slash twice, and I see that they're just like not doing as great. Can I try and pry him out?
Yeah, that you make an athletics check to beat the zombie's grapple attempt. So the zombie has a fort, right? So and then you have to make an athletics check to pry him off of Domar.
So we'll try that.
All right, make an athletics.
17 plus 11 is 28.
And
Do I take minuses to that or no?
Yes, you do.
You take math.
You take math.
Map?
So it's minus 10. Yeah.
Minus 10. So that is an 18.
That is just one high enough to pull this last zombie off of Domar.
Woohoo!
So you are only double grappled currently.
I'm like, I throw the one dude off. We're like, fuck off, my friend.
Yeah, so you got one. You have two zombies on you now, not three.
Okay.
Domar, what would you like to do?
Domar would like to rage.
You may rage.
Yeah. So I get the
Kitty cat, no!
Yeah, no, not the cat. The cat.
So I imagine that cat situation was like in The Mummy, where
It definitely was.
Yeah. I kind of figured, but I just wanted to be dumb. And I knew that we wanted to fight undead things. I will choose positive energy this time because I know a zombie when I see it.
Nah.
And I am. Question is, can I use a two-handed weapon while grabbed? Yes, only while restrained or swallowed that I can't do that. That's what I remember being swallowed. So as he starts raging, he sees a dwarf with a shield on its back, kind of like also grab his axe.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of looks over his shoulder. He sees it. And he goes, "I will not be swallowed whole." And he starts hacking at the one of them that's got him grabbed.
Okay.
And he will make an attack at them. And if I could actually roll dice, because I'm an idiot, I will use a hero point there as I roll a 1.
Did you really?
Yeah, I roll a 1.
Okay.
Let's see. The 18, which will hit.
No.
And do.
You will have to roll again.
Why?
18 beats the
Oh,
thing
I'm not breaking the grapple. I'm swinging at him.
No, 18. But you grabbed. You have to make a flat check.
Not if I'm attacking.
Yeah.
No, if you're attacking, then especially they're attacking the thing that you grabbed you don't have to make a check.
No?
I have to make a check if I'm trying to do something else. Like if I'm trying to use an item or cast a spell. Yeah. That's why I'm like, fuck it, I'll stay grabbed. I don't even give a shit.
Got it. 18.
Let's see. The 8, and it's the axe, so it's slashing. So it's plus 10 to this?
Yes.
Oh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Now, they take double positive energy? Are they weak to positive energy, or they take double damage?
They take positive 10.
Oh, okay. So.
Oh, man. So they're taking 20 base before adding damage.
28. 35 points of damage with the first hack as he almost loses an arm.
Holy shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, I built this character to kill undead. You don't play around.
Damn.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And then he's gonna swing at that same thing. Let's see.
Do that again one more time. You could kill one whole one.
Let's see. I rolled an 8. So it's 18 minus 5.
20 points of damage.
13.
Did you get higher than a 13? You got a 13.
13 exactly.
That will hit then. Meet or beat is the name of the game.
29 points of damage because I only rolled a 2.
A 29?
Yeah. I rolled a 2 and I did 29 points of damage. Whack! Whack! Just wreck this dude.
Right,
and that's my whole turn.
So that one zombie goes down.
Next time, ask for consent.
I just realized
He's just covered in fucking gore.
Zach rolled a 9. My other zombie goes, and then the slowest zombie, the one all the way in the back of the room, goes after Zach. I just want you to know that. So that this new one now is obviously going to try and latch onto Domar because you made space for him.
Of course.
Just moved one guy out of the way.
Yeah, new guy takes him.
Who's
19.
next? He just flexes.
Yeah. 19 hits.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, I'm grappled anyway, so I'm like my AC's like 17 right now.
D8 plus 4, 7 points of damage. And then I'll spend my action to grab you. Zach can go now.
Cool. I'm gonna need a fortitude save from basically every single undead in the spot, as we all get healed and they're getting hurt. Because I'm doing the 30-foot emanation.
Cool.
Nice.
So let's do.
What level spell? I don't know what spell level spells you get. Second.
It's second level, so it's
Okay.
2d10.
All right,
Oh, you took that
21.
thing. Nice.
All right. So Zach, I'm gonna read off their saves. First one, 21. Second one,
Okay, that saves.
16.
No.
Third one, 7 plus 6 is
13.
No.
13. Okay.
And
Fourth
last
one, 17 plus 6.
Yes. So two.
And the fifth one's dead.
Hold on.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. One more.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
13 plus 6.
19 meets it beats. So.
All right, cool.
Alright,
So one fail and three success.
I think
Oh,
it's
sorry.
Two fails and 3
fail,
successes.
2 fail, 3 success.
2 fails, 3 success. Got it.
Yes. All right. So.
So there was 6
this
total
was-
zombies.
No, sorry. There should only be 5 zombies.
So
One's
then
dead.
that last one.
The last one didn't
Okay.
count. Last one didn't count. So 2
Okay.
fail,
2 success.
2
2
success.
success. Got it.
Gotcha. All right. Let me roll dice. Hold on.
So 2 of them are gonna take full, 2 of them are gonna take half.
Half. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So casting. Let's go with this. Just get the dice roller. So we're not dealing with that. Reset. Damn it! Stop that.
Do the thing.
You just need. You want me to roll it?
No.
I just
no,
rolled a 9 and a 10.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. And you rolled before me. So 9 and 10. 19. We get back 19
29 positive damage goes out.
to. Yes.
Effectively, yes. So if they take 1 point of damage, they'll take an extra 10.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, we get back 19 hit points.
All right. So let me do this quick math. Sorry. 29 halved is
14.
14. Yeah, 14. All right. So this takes another 14. This takes 14, and these take 29.
Yep. And that's my whole turn. I
Dope, that was
up
nice.
full.
I'm sure Domar appreciated the shit.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
He's like, I needed
was
that.
like, yeah, you
I was
got,
at
you got your ass
25.
kicked. Yeah, you got your ass kicked the last.
Yeah.
You're at 45?
I was
Or
at
you're
20. I was at 25
Oh, shit.
before. Yeah. Out of 60. No, out of 55.
55.
Yeah.
Top of the round, the guy Lucian pulled off is gonna try to grab and restrain Lucian. Rolled a 17 plus 9. Will that hit?
No.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
17 plus 9.
Next,
Yes.
Next action. Nope.
So you take 8 points of damage as it grabs onto you, and you're grappled now. It wasted its next action is to grab. My 2 zombies on Domar are gonna
Yes,
take a
bring
bite
it.
out of crime. Jaws. The plague zombie has a creature grabbed or restrained. The effect: the plague zombie makes a jaw melee unarmed strike against the grabbed or restrained creature with the attack modifier of +9 and deals 1d12 plus 4 piercing. A creature damaged by the drawers is exposed to zombie rot.
No, we don't like that.
I can fix that.
12 plus 9 on the first one, Domar.
12 plus 9. Oh, for your attack?
To my
Oh
to
yeah,
hit,
yeah. That's over 20. That's 20. Yeah, that's over 20. That hits.
21. All right. Second. So he's gonna hit. He's gonna deal d12 plus 4. Oh, 5 points damage.
Oh,
Yeah. Please make a fortitude saving throw as the zombie rot.
is it have the necromancy tag?
It has disease and necromancy.
Oh, okay. So I have an ability, which I thought was kind of funny. Death Warden Dwarf. When I roll against saves against things that have the necromancy effect, I get a success. I get a critical success instead.
Nice.
So 18.
Meet or beat fortitude.
Yes.
DC 18.
Yes.
Crit
Oh, I get a
Stage
crit
1
success.
That's a crit success. Nothing happens.
Yay!
And then it happens again, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he's gonna bite into you again for a second attack. Ah, zombie bite. Brains.
The crit success on that isn't immunity.
Probably
It's
not.
just nothing happens.
It's just nothing happens.
It literally says nothing happens.
Okay. I know some things are like immunities.
Yeah.
So.
So here I will read you what Zombie Rot says.
No, it's fine.
Zombie Rot. An affected creature can heal damage it takes from Zombie Rot until it has been cured of the disease. Saving throws DC 18 fort save. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, Stage 4,
We
Stage
don't have to go
5.
into that.
You know, all that stuff.
I think Stage
Yeah,
5 is you're a
zombie-
fucking zombie.
Yeah, Stage 5 is zombie. 13 plus 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 22.
22 hits, unless that's the map in there.
It does have map that will have 22 minus 5.
22, 20, 17. That actually is enough because I'm raging and I'm grabbed.
All right, roll my d12.
I roll my save.
6.
Ooh.
6
No.
points of damage, sir.
6.
And roll your save.
Save is a 19.
All right.
You will not eat me today, zombie.
Crit success.
It's like, not today, bitch.
All right, so that's the one that has you grabbed.
Yeah, and then there's
Then
another one that has a
it's-
grammar too.
Another one has you grabbed, but it goes on a different initiative, sadly.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So now Lucian goes. Lucian, then Domar.
Okay, so I'm grabbed by one of them. Like,
We're all weakened.
I'm trying to like cleave its arms off. This one, no, fuck off me.
All right, so you're making attacks.
I'm making an attack.
One is getting real low. So
That's a 27.
That will hit.
crit.
That will also be a critical hit, sir.
Yes.
Huzzah. That's great. 6
Was
and
this
2
the-
is 8. Plus 4. No, plus 8. 'Cause It's a crit. Ah.
Yes.
8 and 8 is 16. Plus 10, right?
Yep.
Or do I double? I double the 10, right? Because it's a crit. On the weakness? Or
No,
was it
you
with
don't.
that
I don't think you
No,
double the
not,
weakness.
Not the
The
weakness.
weakness is
double
after damage is dealt.
Yeah.
one? Okay. All right. So I got 16. Yeah, 16 plus 10, 26.
26. All right, so you smash, you hack into the zombie. You you grab your sword up. And you
Yeah, I'm
kinda,
literally doing like that, like the parry up to take both its arms off.
Yep.
One at the elbows.
He's
you
doing
chop
some
it-
Demon Slayer shit.
Yeah, you chop both of its arms off, and then it comes forward to like take a bite, and then with your in that same fluid motion, you kind of chop its head off, and the thing drops to the ground, twitching, but you re-deaded it. You re-dead. It's dead.
That's
dead.
the thing from Zelda.
Murder him. All right.
Yeah, murder them.
We don't wanna-
But there's two zombies now like biting into Domar, and there's a third zombie that is kind of like meandering forward.
Okay. So there's 2 on.
Domar and one
Domar.
that's kind of like moving up towards Zach.
Got it. Okay. But if it goes towards whatchamacallit?
Mud.
If it goes towards, I'm gonna has to pass me, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a small doorway. They kind of came all flooding out. They're like, oh, zombies.
Fantastic. All right. So I'm going to swing at the 2 on. Yeah, I'm gonna swing at the 2 on Domar.
Okay,
All right. Yeah.
so 1 and 1. Yeah, so you could take an action to 1 and 1 on each. So that would be map on the
11
first
minus
one.
5 is
Minus 5.
6 plus 17.
That hits.
All right. Second one minus 10. Probably not. Well, maybe.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe. Rolled really high.
I rolled bad. I rolled a 4. Plus
Ah.
12 is 16 minus 10 is 6.
6, yeah. All right, so that the last swing is a swing and a miss, but you did get that first hit, so that you got that.
Oh. 7 and 4 is 11. Plus 10.
So
is
21.
21.
21. All right, so you smash your sword into this one. It's still holding tight to Domar. Domar, what would you like to do? It's your initiative now.
Yeah, so I'm still raging because it's always a fun thing to do.
Yes.
And the first one that you hit, Lucian, Lord Lucian, specifically, I'm going to hack into that one first. And let's see, 15, 25.
That is a critical hit. Anything over 23 is a critical hit.
All right, so I gotta roll this other die here. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm also going to use there's a thing dangling off of my weapon that I kind of attached while we were walking up here, and it's a little different than the last thing. So I'm gonna kind of crush it, and it's actually an owl bear claw.
Owl bear.
And what it does is it lets me use the crit specialization on my weapon.
Nice.
Which for axes is basically a cleave. So we'll get into that. We'll get into that in a second.
Oh, that's so fucking dope.
So yeah, so I hit the one and I follow it through. Let's see. For the first one, it's 14, 14, 52, 22, 28 points of damage.
Is that
For the first one?
Positive
plus 20
and the slashing?
No, it's another plus 20 on top of
So
that.
28 plus 20.
So yeah, so it's 48 points of damage to the first guy.
Okay.
Whack. And the second guy is just going to take the weapon dice damage, so that's going to be 14 points of damage.
So 24.
Plus, yeah, so 24 to the second guy.
Yeah, because it's still slashing. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, slashing, and it's still energy, positive energy damage. And that uses that item. So that item's gone.
Oh my god!
I like. Look, we never use these fucking talisman shit. I want to use them.
Talismans. I want to make a talisman dabbler. But before you do anything else, Lucian, what you see, Sir Lucian, Lord Lucian, you kind of hacked at the first one, and you're like hacking at it, and Domar literally just goes and just heaves everything into this blow. And cuts them off at the knees, and they both drop a foot down. And then he headbutts both of them to dead. Both of them drop dead as he smashed their skull in, as he headbutts both of them dead. There's still the third one standing, and it's kind of coming forward. And at seeing you do this, its mouth opens, its bottom jaw dislocates, and its one eyeball falls out of its head as it realizes it's made a terrible mistake.
Nope. Like I see that, I goes, Sir Domar, your knightly swing is impeccable.
I will not take any glory away from our friend Mud, so I pass it to you.
There you go.
Well, I think the zombie goes first.
The zombie goes before.
Oh, boo, boo.
No, this one actually goes after you, Mud.
Oh, this is
the last one.
We kind of, I kind of give you almost like I kind of give you the one of the, go forth, and be awesome.
Go forth and conquer.
We're chanting glorious purpose.
Go forth and conquer. I'll hit it with a divine lance.
Yes.
Make it fancy.
Yep. All right, let's go. Spell attack.
I love my character, by the way.
Use a hero point.
Oh man.
So did I. Hey, so did I.
Rolled a 2. Oh, that's a lot better. A 19.
Wait, is it a 2 plus 10? You have
No, you have to get a plus 11.
I needed a plus 11. No, I have a plus 9 to my attack. I rolled a 2.
So
plus 9 on your attack.
Yeah.
Why? It's a 9.
The second one was a 19.
I only have a
plus
plus 10.
9. Oh.
Okay. So that's a critical. That's a critical.
So let's do this. So that's 44 plus 8, and it's good damage. So they're getting hit with it.
So it's 4, yeah, so it's 4d4 effectively plus 18.
plus 18 effectively. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 10 plus his.
So then the total is 26. I roll d4s.
As Mud kind of reaches in and picks his hand up and he hurls this javelin and it becomes almost spear-like. Think Upper Kingdom spear shape.
Ooh.
And it hits this undead creature, and in the distance you hear a jackal howl as the creature crumbles under the weight of the positive damage.
Anubis will judge you.
And with that, you've cleared this area.
I start clapping. I'm like,
this is
High Priest Mud, to glory you have come.
It was the glory was all Dormer. Did you see that?
And it's like, it was quite impressive. I want to take at least 2 minutes to like literally give them accolades.
Yes.
Right.
In that 2 minutes, you guys will all receive a bonus hero point.
Awesome.
Yay!
And that is where we're gonna pause tonight's game. I hope everyone is having fun.
This was great.
We'll pick up with this one shot next week. So we're gonna do a double one shot. So this weekend, next week to finish it off. Because it's not really a long camp. It's a one shot, right? So it's not very long, but it's about 4 hours. If you ever sit down for a one shot, it is about 4 hours. We started a little late because I was having technical difficulties. We thought we were over this whole doing everything online. So I like literally just.
You just wrecked everything on your computer.
All the information I needed in my brain.
You unplugged the cord straight out the wall and just look at the screen like, die.
But I hope everyone's having fun. I'm having a blast. This is actually a lot of fun. Starting at higher levels is always fun, and I think everyone's having fun. So, with that being said, I want to say from all of us here at Nothing Venture, Nothing Game, have a wonderful evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're listening to us. Want to say thank you very much. If you have the time, please visit us on our website. It's www.nvngpodcast.com. It's brought to you by our mistress of social media, who's not here, Tina. She made that for us and has it running, so thank you very much, Tina. And as always, we are Nothing Venture, Nothing Game. We love rolling dice, giving advice with a little bit of that New York spice. Say goodbye, everyone.
Deuces.
Later.